2. Boy. Hi. Thank you,
Hey,
Ethan.
everybody.
Thank you for subbing, Ethan.
Thank you,
Hello.
Jagos, for saying something in chat. We knew that we could not start until you showed up. That has been awkward for the last several weeks when
It
you have
has.
not been around. We miss you. There's whole games that didn't get played because we were just waiting for Jagos to show up.
It's like,
We just sat here and kept talking.
That's right.
About the cameras.
It's like,
on.
well, he's not present, so it can't begin. All
We're
right.
glad
we're
you're
here
back,
to document
buddy.
what happens if
That's
we
right,
go on without him.
Dom. What's up, everybody? So yeah, hey, we're all HSG. We're gonna be playing some red markets, economic horror set in a post-apocalyptic zombie hellscape. But we don't call them zombies; they're casualties.
And it's not really apocalyptic. It's just, well, I mean,
Feel
there's
like
been
it's
some climate.
apocalyptic.
There's been some climate change badness and
How many
pandemic badness.
humans are still left on the planet?
Oh, I don't know.
I have constant electricity in my slum.
That's true. So it's not that bad.
I'm asking, do we?
Oh yeah, that's a
I
good
don't
point.
think we
Yeah,
do.
Oh,
do we
I
have
think
do
we're
we have
consistent.
basic utilities and services?
We have internet everywhere.
But I
Yeah,
found out that
there
like
is-
we have to go through an intermediary to like use that internet.
If you can, if you have a device that will get onto the Ubic network, then you can have Ubic anywhere. The if there's sky, there's signal. Thing.
Yep. Yeah, because it's like run on balloons or satellites or some shit like that, right? Like it's,
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like weather balloons with solar powered mesh routers up there.
yeah,
So-
yeah. It's super kludge, and there's probably like dead spots and all that kind of stuff.
But it was like the I am not Mark Zuckerberg dude's like grand plan to blanket the planet in this network, and that's the only thing that's left for telecommunications networks. So good
Um,
job.
Yes. So other stuff that we're doing, other things. So we are obviously playing Red Markets tonight, and I think this Saturday are we doing?
Yes.
Mass Effect this Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So yeah, Saturday is gonna be Mass Effect, and then that will be with the Consave crew. Taylor and Blair will be joining us for that. And what was that?
And tomorrow will be Connor.
Oh my god, that's
doing,
right. We get to
Urban
play the.
Shadows.
That's right. Urban Shadows is tomorrow. Oh my gosh. See, is Urban Shadows every other week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's messing me up. All right. Yes, Urban Shadows every other week. So that'll be tomorrow. And that's gonna be really good.
So if we're not here on a Thursday doing Urban Shadows, then the Consave is doing Tomb of Annihilation, I think.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So we alternate these with them. We're like buddy with Consave. So if you're not over here, then we're over
Mhm.
there. And that's true for the Discords too. If we're not on our own Discord, we're over at their Discord.
Can we get the quick pitch from Ethan or Mike on what Urban Shadows is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Urban Shadows is political urban fantasy. You basically play as like what do you think of like as like monsters, like vampires, werewolves, ghosts. The Tainted, which is like, makes demon deals. Maybe you're like an imp. There's like all those things. Like World of Darkness, but
But-
like less problematic and
Yeah.
runs off powered by the apocalypse. So there's also less rules. So less problematic to play just as a game.
Yeah, and the meta plot isn't quite so cringy.
There
'cause
isn't really a
there
meta
isn't
plot.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like, yeah, I think it really is like the folks who made Urban Shadows. Like, you know what I love? I love like the vibe, but I don't like the rules or the setting or the meta plot.
Or the weird,
Yeah.
upsetting history that's been in here, and yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah.
And so it takes that like kind of make your own setting kind of situation, and then it's really one of those games that focuses on like relationships between like forces and powers in the city. So it's extremely political, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's still just you're a cool monster in a city and you do monster things, and
It's
that's
gonna be
great.
dope. Yeah,
Solve mysteries, just get drunk, whatever.
get drunk, get turned
Yeah, weird
Get turned.
transdimensional
with your
things show up
with
in
your
car.
undead self
Yeah.
or whatever it is you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then other stuff that's going on. Obviously, the Consave is playing Tomb of Annihilation on alternating Thursdays, and they're going to be with us on Saturday for Mass Effect. And then we are. Do we have another like big thing to talk about? Any other like regular games? I think those are all of our regular games right now.
Yeah, Heckna's on pause.
Yep.
for now.
We wrapped up Aegon. We wrapped up Brindlewood Bay. We wrapped up a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff is
We
wrapped.
did finish things.
Yeah.
Horrific
like-
Spooky Gaming should be coming back.
Soonish. Yeah. Whenever those alternating Saturdays that aren't Mass Effect, I'm not busy on because that seems to be happening a lot.
Yep. And I'd love to run another Crash the System session whenever I get a free evening that's not already scheduled. That will be good. And then in September, we're going to be at Gen Con with the ConSave crew. We're going to be running a big Cyberpunk game with them, doing a panel about GMing with them, all as part of the R. Talsorian booth and the R. Talsorian setup at Gen Con. And that will be really good. Yeah, the Heckna stuff, you're right, is on their YouTube channel. It's on ConSave's YouTube channel. And yeah, that's all over there. And I'm trying to think of what else we're doing. So the Gen Con bit, I think that we're rounding out prep for that. And as soon as that's done, I can get to work on prepping kind of our next big campaign. I've been collaborating with Taylor a lot on the Gen Con game, and that's been super rewarding. So I'd like to kind of continue that effort and collaborate with her on whatever our next big campaign is. So fingers crossed that all that continues to go well, because it's been a breeze so far. Just my own personal availability sucks right now, but whenever we do get together, it's all like fireworks and shit, and stuff's going off like gangbusters, and it's really good. So that will all be good once kind of over the Gen Con hurdle.
There is a Cyberpunk game, I think, coming up eventually one of these Tuesdays from the ConSave. I'm not clear on the details just yet, but I do know we have that coming down the pipeline.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very nice.
That's like a module I think they got from.
Yeah, it's like we're in what is it? Little Chinatown. More like a bunch of dudes, like fixers and dudes in a little Chinatown. I don't think it's Bartel.
I think it's Lion Banner.
Yeah,
so
Lion Banner.
So it's not like an official, because you have to pay licensing fees and all kind of weird shit. So it's probably like a generic dark future setting, urban
not
setting
cyberpunk,
module.
Definitely
use this with a dystopian system of your choice.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, those are all the cool stuff that we're up to, and that our friends over at the ConSave are up to, that I'm aware of. And so yeah, lots of fun stuff brewing. And I think with all of those announcements out of the way, Mike, I want to turn it back over to you to talk. Bring us into the world of red markets and and the things that are happening.
Here, allow me to sprain my shoulder doing the thing as usual.
This 500-page
dearly
tome.
beloved, this 500-page full color massive book is red markets in all of its shiny, glossy coated glory. Yes, it is a game of economic horror where we are trying to survive in the abandoned part of the country that the government just abandoned. So like, no, the U.S. only exists east of the Mississippi from now on. All of you guys out here, good luck with the undead. So yeah, just trying to get by, just trying to survive out here, in what's referred to as the laws. So yeah,
I think New Orleans made it.
I'm
Just
not
barely.
sure.
Yeah, because the Mississippi goes down and like through like Baton Rouge and then down one side of New Orleans, I think.
Well, I mean, you kind of can't give up like one of the largest ports in the country.
Yeah.
You kind of can't give that one up if you can help it.
It's probably still there, but I will say everything I've read about the Gulf is bad. Like,
oh really
bad.
Oh, no.
Like all the like oil refineries around like Galveston, like the Texas coast, like that just spews stuff, flaming clouds of everything everywhere into the entire Gulf, and it's terrible. Like, yeah.
So like right now, ocean's on fire.
Like right now, yeah. Yep, half of New Orleans is kind of there, probably, maybe.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm in St. Louis, and according to everything I've read, I'm on the wrong side of a bridge that they shoot you if you try to cross.
Oh
So
shit!
it's...
Oh shit!
Right.
Hey,
Man, West Memphis.
The ones that they didn't blow up in the process. So that's
Right.
So yes, we have all been operating out of an enclave, which is like one of these kind of cobbled together communities, based in Oklahoma. What is, according to the author of the module, inspired by Enid, Oklahoma. Got that one right. Yay.
and the elevator elevation thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Elevation is the name of the module. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy who wrote Elevation did say that it was based on the collection of grain elevators around Enid, Oklahoma, which is where you guys are based, the Enclave of Elevation, where you got a job from Menace, guy who manufactures combat slingshots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The combat
to
slingshot.
go find rubber. His supply's rubber is running out. It's getting old and cracked. So he has hired you all to go find what you can in the Kernstein's Rubber Nibble Factory in Pawnee, Oklahoma. For resources of raw rubber for him to use for manufacturing more of these combat slingshots.
It's so good.
You know,
There's
effective
it's
against
such
the
a
squishy
layered
heads.
it's such a layered intro. We're in Pawnee. we're at the rubber nipple factory, which is just there's just so many layers, so much cross pollination between us and Parks and Rec. It's just so good.
Yeah. You got dropped off by the Snake Hole Lounge at the Pouch Burger.
Yep.
You know, we got picked up by Flapjack and Boz with his gun axe.
Was good.
There's just all kinds of things. It's in jokes all the whole way down. Just
It's role playing games at their best. When the world is just everybody's mind space, just everything they love, all of their memes just folded into one simulated world.
That's right.
It's perfect.
Distilled down to a syrup of role playing.
Chef's kiss.
So yeah, we are at this stinking factory. We killed some folk.
Yeah, let's talk about that part, shall we?
Yeah, you came into the factory. You got around the had a big fence around it. Inside the fence was like kind of abandoned tent city full of zombies or casualties rather. Walking around, made your way into the factory building itself. Met Ma and Pa. And,
we had a good negotiation going.
Barbara
too.
and Huey and Louie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deacon was doing great.
Yeah.
Deacon and Richard were doing great.
We were getting it done. They agreed to give us the rubber that we came here for. And then
the sun.
And then you murdered them.
And then, I mean, there were some question marks between success and murder. Okay, those question marks are very important.
They
Step
got
1,
hostile.
negotiate. Step 3, dead residents.
Look, I gave homegirl a chance. She ran. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is the least of the problem in that situation. But like,
well, they said
You did gack another old lady.
I'm gonna say, you're 3 for 3 on shooting old ladies.
Hey,
Lady
look.
Bane. Lady Bane.
Out of all
Granny
three of them,
Bane.
only
Bane.
one was quote unquote innocent. The other two, both of them, one would have turned us into casualties that would have loved to harvest our blood, and the other one wanted to eat us. So 2 or 3, I like them odds. 2 out of the 3
Okay,
times
I'm
I have
sorry.
been correct.
Yeah, but that first time was a real humdinger.
Hey, look, I will stand on that hill and die to this day.
You will.
Well, no,
Yes.
you'll stand on that hill.
The
And
granny.
the granny will continue to get shot.
As happened in the session.
So, the thing is, guys, is that this little family that was living in this factory, they plopped down a bag of vials full of blight that they've been harvesting from this factory full of casualties for a minute. I mean, they had it coming. They were meek.
They were meek. They were bad people.
I just
Yeah, they
that
said
Ethan said it just even was like, have y'all heard about them meek? And Longbow was just like,
Yep.
I guess it's a rifle, but
Yeah.
still, safety on.
It's like, oh, good. Now I have to kill all of them. Cool. And Mike, Longbow does scratch some new marks on his rifle for the meeks that he killed.
Okay.
Because he's tracking that one. That one's important to Longbow.
How many do
Get,
Longbow
get out the little grinder, just like.
Oh yeah, let me look at my tally, because I did take fastidious notes of who killed who. Let's see here. I killed Lewis. That was the first step.
Yep, Louis.
Yep.
Killed
Louis.
Dewey the first time.
Yeah, you killed Dewey the meek.
Right.
I killed Dewey the vector.
That's right.
He's technically not meek at that point.
Right.
So
I killed the old man, who I think was already wounded.
Yeah,
I think
no.
I think it finished off the old man. And then I killed Barbara, the girl who ran.
Not bad.
Hey,
Did
if
you
you
kill Barbara,
hadn't-
the girl who ran, or did Rigid finish off Barbara, the girl who ran?
No.
No, David killed her.
Yeah, David got her with a heavy damage.
That second shot.
But had you not, I was literally gonna push her into the pit. So like.
Oh yeah, no, there's no Barbara gets to leave. There was none of that gonna happen. So yeah, I think I only had killed one other meek before, so now I've got the little 5 hatcher, you know.
Oh, you're an ace.
4 and then there it is. Yeah, I got my wings.
You're an ace now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So yeah, next to Granny Bane, I feel accomplished.
Hey,
it's hard to step outside of Rigid's shadow on just how many old women he's killed. But
I love how the fact
that's the thing.
as a player, I can carry. I wiped out a half of effing jail in one game. Only thing we remember, I killed Granny. I'm Granny.
Oh no, hun. I remember.
That's not the only thing we remember.
I remember a lot of
It's
shit.
just the most. It's the most memeable thing that we remember.
Yeah, the fact that I can tag you now in Discord with just this one simple tag is wonderful to me.
And I don't want us to forget any of the other great options that are like in this list, because there's still the whole like Schrodinger's orphanage episode.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Who
Wait
may
a
or may
minute.
not have been inside.
Wait a minute.
By the rules of HSG, it shouldn't have been an orphanage.
But we don't know that, therefore.
I
Schrodinger's
set fire.
orphanages.
Griffith set fire to a slum in nasty butcher shop.
Yeah.
Forgetting that we're in a town made of wood with very
Which
little fire
happened to
response.
us a lot, to be fair. We
started
did
so
set
many
things on
fires
fire
We were pyros
in
in
a
that
wood
game.
town. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so games of past yore. We bleed through. We carry that shit forward. I'm sorry, Casey.
It's fine.
You have a rep now.
I have. It's not gonna stop. It's only gonna grow the more I play these games.
Oh yeah.
So, but critically, when we bested these meek and destroyed them utterly, we still kind of have access to the rubber that's down there, and we got to keep their like casualty, like their
maneuvering
like loop on a
stick.
their maneuvering stick, their push rod. Let them.
Their man catcher pole arm.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called.
Yeah. So we got to keep that so that we can maybe gain access to this rubber in this factory and consider this a success. Because right now we're still not getting paid, right? Like we've not done the thing.
No, we haven't done it.
The contract is to bring home rubber for Menace.
Yeah, not an interesting story about killing Meek. That's not, nobody pays you for those.
Probably find somebody to pay us for that.
I know somebody.
There you go.
Okay, so Mirtha's kind of still holding her arm and stuff. How about I look around up here quietly and see what I can see? No one should go down yet at all. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair.
so why don't I take a scope around, see what we're dealing with. I also want to be careful of these railings. We don't know what might be broken. So you guys stay here. Just kind of like sit everyone laying. Okay.
Yeah. Longbow's not moving. He's good.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk the catwalk, I guess, and
On the catwalk.
on the catwalk.
Do a little dance on the catwalk.
Yep.
That's
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll scout around.
okay. As it says on screen, you are a scout.
The scout. Right.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes. So in the front end of the building, like there's this section that you were at where there were rooms in the front, and then kind of this railing and balcony, and then there's catwalks that go back on the outer walls. They head back. On the first floor, the front of the building is walled off in the same area. Kind of like it matches up to like the stuff that's up here that was walled off. So like the support beams and all that are in the same place. On the first floor, with your back facing the front of the building, so you're looking back towards the back of the building, you can see that on the left side, there's one big bunch of machinery. And then there are some conveyors that go across to the right side where there's a big bunch of machinery. And then there's another set of conveyors that go back to the far back right corner where there's a third set of machinery. And then across the back wall, there's a bunch of like rolling garage door type things. Because that's where the loading dock is on the back side of the building. It also looks like there is some lower standing machinery, like not like the big factory machine operational things, but that runs along the left side towards the back of the building, to the back corner on the left. There is on the left side of the building, there's one of those like it's a metal ladder that goes down and it has like kind of like the art bars that go around it, so there's like a little bit of protection for like you're not just gonna totally fall off it. But that one has like rusted through and like it's like partially off the wall at the top. There's another one of those on the right side of the building that it would bring you down between the exterior wall and where the big machinery is on the right side. The front right machinery, since there's also stuff in the back corner.
Okay.
And there are some pieces of chain link fence that kind of bridge between the bigger machines to try to block off access from areas that are like probably were only for people who are supposed to be doing maintenance work.
Okay.
And then there's another one of those ladders on the right side of the building, which we just talked about. Do you have foresight?
No.
No. Okay. Then they're just a bunch of machines. I will have you, as you're walking around here, you're kind of like you're being quiet. You're trying not to draw attention. It's not too bad of a thing. It's, but these are like, they're like metal grating catwalks you can see down through the bottom. Like they're not super secure to be hanging out in general, if there was other stuff around. I will have you make an awareness check.
Anything about the new dice cannot see, so that's good. Awareness, it's a 9/5.
9/5. Okay. So the fences block out the spaces between some of these machines and look like they would provide enough space for like you'd have to go through single file and probably like crawl under the edge of the machines to get around them, and you'd be like up against these chain link. As you're looking down there, there are a lot of casualties on the factory floor level. Right, that's where they were using their little stick and getting their little samples from. And you swear just for a second you see it. Like one in the middle of the pack, just standing dead stock still as like all the rest of them move in front of it, and then like you don't see it anymore.
That's not right. Okay. So
Maybe it was a trick of the light. The lights in here are like all, it's just flickering sunlight through like little tiny factory windows and lots of stuff moving around. Could be anything.
you know how in the Matrix they say deja vu is not a thing, right? I think a trick of the light is not a thing to be taken lightly here, really. Um, so just to make sure, the casualties are not behind the fence that is fencing in machinery, right? They are out more on the floor, the open floor.
Yeah, the fencing kind of like it hugs real tight to a bunch of the machinery, and then there's gaps between some of the machinery. Sometimes that's like in between that fenced in area. But they have access to like the factory floor and like milling about and moving around the areas that aren't fenced in like that.
Okay. So do I see pallets of product or like on the floor, or is it like, do I see anything that I would, or boxes or anything like that?
I think there's probably some like old boxes, like probably just like the ripped up cardboard in like the back corner. But that machine in the back corner, like it does have like a rack on it that has like a bunch of like partially constructed boxes that are not filled. Like that's the machine that like chunk. It just like it would pump rubber nipples into boxes and close them up for shipping. That one in the back corner.
Are we looking for raw rubber, or will any rubber do?
Stuff that's already been formed into something is not going to be of any real use for him, probably.
Okay, so
like he's not going to be able to like, well, I'll take this and I guess I'll just like try to cut it in a spiral to try to use it for the slingshots. Like,
okay, I will. Okay, I'll report back to the group. Everything that she saw, and then add, there's something strange going on down there. There's a lot of casualties, right? Like a lot. We need to be careful of that. But I just saw something like not moving. Does that make sense? Like it wasn't, there was like the sea of casualties as we've all seen. And then there was one that was just, there was just a thing that was still. And then it disappeared. Not disappeared, but it was gone. And I don't think it was a casualty, but I don't know what it would have been.
That's spooky.
What
Yeah.
psychopath would be down in that?
I'm gonna look. Is there like one of them watching us? like it's gained enough awareness to like tilt its head up and is looking at us right now while we're having this conversation about it.
I don't want to make everybody do a self-control check, like just a level 1 like for stress.
Okay. Yeah. What is my skill in self-control? Because it matters.
9/3.
Okay, that's 0.
Modified 9 and 9.
So that's 1 stress for Mirtha.
Which
makes sense. You saw something legitimately weird happen, but you can't totally explain what it was.
It's a tie for me.
Okay, that's 1 stress.
Okay, and it's just straight onto the stress track.
Yeah. Okay.
Traded dice.
AC?
5/7.
There's 1 stress for Bridget.
I think Martha's just rubbing her arm. I didn't see necessarily raw rubber. I saw some of the nipples or whatever, but I didn't see like a pallet of raw rubber, and I'm concerned of where that might be.
You think it might be like loaded into the machines, but like unprocessed yet kind of deal, like input side, not the output side.
I think that it's likely that some of it is still in machines, maybe not processed. I'd hate for us to have come all this way just to have gotten, what might be in the machines.
I mean, Mike, would I know that he wouldn't accept like the nipples? Like, would that be a thing?
He would have been clear enough that like he needs
Yeah.
something raw to work with to make what
well,
he needs.
We gotta
can't,
find
like, reprocess something that's already been formed and all that.
well, it's either we find the stuff or we don't get paid. He don't want that. So the machines, or if we could find a loading bay.
Well, there is the loading bay in the back, but it's not blocked off like the machines are necessarily. And I do know that the one door that is back there is chained up from the outside.
Okay, so there's no clear exit strategy.
Not once we're down on the floor.
Well,
I know this is a cheesy movie, not a cheesy action movie, but could just Longbow shoot the lock off and take the chain out?
Well, it's on the other side.
Oh, he can climb back out and go around real quick. If he's
yeah, I could work on that.
There are casualties in that part of the yard, though, as well.
Okay.
What about is there a way for us to, I don't know, get rid of or eliminate all these casualties? Is there something we could, drop on them? Longbow's going to kind of look around and see if there's like just some scaffolding up here or something that is sacrificable that could be dropped on all these casualties and kill them.
I mean, there are the catwalk structures themselves.
I don't really want to give up what I'm standing on.
Yeah,
but I hear you.
I mean, there's like legitimate floor and like railing for like the front part of the building here.
Okay.
Like that part is like built out with like walls and it was like office space. There's got to be a stairway there somewhere that's just been blocked with stuff.
Sure.
Like probably goes down. It's just like packed full of furniture, like old office, like big gray metal desks kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it's impassable for things to be coming up from down there. But like, yeah, because the front end of the building is like on the first floor, it's the rubber nipple factory, like museum. And then on this floor, it was like the administrative offices. I don't know why you would have a museum for it, but they do.
There's a museum.
Yeah, why not? Bring the kids.
Yeah, it's like the old Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco, Texas. Like, yeah, you gotta have it.
Balloons for the kids, hot dogs for mom. It's great. It's got everything for everybody.
That's right.
And then up here, the balcony that's up here does connect to these walkways that are kind of go out over the factory floor. So there's access from above to some of the machinery, and then there used to be two ways down, but like one of them is precarious. That way.
Got it.
Is there no? How does research work? I have to have something in front of me or be connected to the internet.
Yeah, research is like using something to find information. Like research isn't reading a situation. It's like, I'm gonna go Google until I find out who owns this company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
which then means you have to have access to something to do that. Yeah.
And now next one is, could mechanics be skewed in a way for a way to basically demolitions? Is there a way to skew it in that possible?
You're demechanicalizing things till they fall down.
All right, like
That just sounds like destruction.
is there a thing of destruction?
No, there's not.
No, I mean just like it's the destruction of property.
Yeah.
I mean,
Criminality, maybe.
Criminality.
Whose property?
No one's property.
No one's now. It's not.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
is
look,
right.
there's mechanical engineers and deconstruction companies all the time. There's engineers there.
Yeah.
You got to make that building fall in the correct way, or you get plastered on YouTube and cause billions of dollars of damage.
That's right. That's all we got to do. We're just gonna, Mike. We're just gonna gently destroy this factory in such a way that
We can
what
get the
we're
rubber
after
out of
is
it.
there, but the casualties are all
Well, I'm getting at, Mike.
There's a way we can just burn the whole place down without burning the rubber.
burning the
right?
whole.
That's yeah.
Right.
Come on,
That's
dude.
because the only thing other than like he's thinking like maybe we could drop a catwalk like in front of them to keep them at bay is kind of where Rigid is thinking. Because his only other option is we find chemicals, make a Molotov cocktail. Because you know he was at those protests back in Seattle back in the day, and yeet them at the casualties. But flaming casualties is like a bad idea. So he's like, drop catwalk, keep it out, then throw and burn the place down to the ground.
From up here, we can't identify where this raw rubber is, right?
There's like some
From
places
up
where it
here,
could be.
you weren't able to identify what the machinery was. I'll put it that way.
I have mechanics. Can I roll mechanics to identify?
Let me double check. If that's not like
specified. You have to roll profession factory worker.
yes.
To
yes. No, I was the thing I wanted to double check was that it wasn't like supposed to be like vehicle specific, and it's not. So yeah.
Okay. All right. That is not a you mug. I know nothing. 6 over 9.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
I wish it was.
I could-
I wish it was the other way around.
So what are our likely candidates? There's some machinery that's kind of on the floor. Is there, and there's that shipping and receiving area that probably has some crates in it. Is that right, Mike? And both of those places are accessible to the casualties, right?
Yeah. Okay. So Rigid failed on mechanics. Mechanics is off the table, right?
Right.
I had asked if Mirtha had foresight before because foresight is still on the table.
Yeah.
If
I have
someone wants to
foresight.
try to foresight.
I was gonna say we have that.
I do too. You probably have it better than me.
I got 1.
You probably have it the same.
I'm the same.
Okay. I'm gonna roll dice.
Yeah, do it.
8 over 6.
8 over 6. Okay. You're not completely sure what each machine does, but you can clearly see. In the back is where they load, and in the back corner is the thing that puts it into boxes. And the next step before that would make sense that is where it forms into rubber nipples, right? Which means the other one on the left side is probably the thing that processes raw rubber so that it can be formed in the forming machine. And then that sort of pipeline of machinery along the back left wall is where people come into the shipping dock, unload raw rubber into the back left corner, comes through this whole set of stuff into the processing machine.
So where the ladder is broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the ladder is broken is like the middle of the building, and that's like the back corners where all that stuff would come in, and out kind of like industrial hopper setup would be kind of moving.
Yeah,
those
you
sort of
just
things.
you just see the deacon sitting there like that meme with the like lady and there's like math symbols all around for a second.
Sandra Bullock,
like-
yeah.
I don't think it was Sandra Bullock. It's like some other meme.
Oh, okay.
But he's like, if I'm looking at this right, that's incoming, that's outgoing. So we'd probably find our rubber over there for incoming, right? Because incoming's rubber, outgoing's nipples.
All right.
Makes sense.
So
Okay.
probably want to look over there. I don't know any more than that.
Let's all right. Well, okay, ways of getting there is really just this jammed up stairwell. Or from the outside through that.
Crossing.
There's 2 ladders inside. Like one is the one
Yeah.
that's like broken on the left side, and the other one is you would have to go down by the forming machine. Try to stay inside the fences to get as far over to the left side as you can, and then probably outside the fence to get to the actual like the machines that feed up to the forming machine.
Okay. Well,
Question is, how do we get all the casualties to the right side of the building.
We can make a lot of noise. One of us.
More noise than what's being made on the left side to bust some crates open and get some rubber.
Yep.
I mean, I can make a lot of noise. I think partially Rigid had a good idea, maybe not shooting it off, but unlocking that back door or being able to get the doors open for us to like leave, but then we have to get over one of the bus or whatever it was in the back.
Yeah.
There's like a shipping container on wheels. Yeah.
Right.
'Cause
And
that's
there are casualties back there that we'd have to deal with too, but
you could maybe pop them like before we even.
Yeah.
We're
A lot of them.
relatively safe here, so time can be spent in making good decisions on how we do this, and like clearing out casualties is good.
yeah. All right. If I can get that back door open, then that gives us a way to run, right? Definitely distracting the casualties over there.
We got that boogeyman situation going on.
Yeah.
Did anyone else see anything, or
An
do you?
unknown variable. I myself haven't looked. I can't see it just looking, but I don't know.
It
That
didn't.
is,
I know you only got a glance, but it didn't act like a vector, right?
I don't know of a lot of vectors that stand still.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen one stand still.
I
They're either
don't know,
getting
man.
up, hitting something, or running.
Chewing
If they
somebody's
fall
face
down, they're
off.
getting back up.
that's-
Yeah, peeling faces is they don't just
I
stand.
mean,
Of course, I've never seen one that didn't have anything to chew on in front of it, so I can't say for sure that they don't just stand still sometimes.
it could be.
Aware.
But we're
though?
up here,
It
so
could
you would
have-
think.
But like we did just push two people over the edge, and maybe one of them wasn't quite dead and is casualizing.
That sucks.
I don't think.
I
I
don't
think
know.
they stand.
Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna. Who is it that brought the bag of vials into the room?
Louis.
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. Yeah.
All right, never mind. Because Lewis was over the rail.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And the other one was vectorizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. I was gonna look over their stuff to see if maybe I could figure something out. But Mike, here's where Longabout's thinking. I don't remember seeing how they extracted this bile, or not bile, but the
Like, yeah.
the blight. I don't remember seeing a plunger, a syringe, or turkey baster, right? None of those things. I didn't see any of those objects. I think one of the family members is still down there. I think he's covered in that junk that doesn't smell right. And I think he is waiting for us to make our move.
Be a latent.
Could be a latent. Just waiting.
Great.
I think Mirtha just shivers all over.
Yeah. So, whatever we do is going to be seen by and responded to by something with a working brain till I spot him.
Here's a crazy idea.
How about she would just like, what if, let's get off the catwalk.
Outside.
Let's go back
Yeah.
to at least that room.
I'm going to keep an eye out. Mike, is there a place for us to be where I can be near the exit outside, but still watch the ways up to the catwalks? Does that vantage point exist where I can
If
have a
you
conversation
go back
with
to
them?
like Yeah, you came in. There was a front window. There was a ladder on the front of the building. You came in through the window. There was a door, room there where the door was kind of like smashed out, so it was like kind of big, like jagged. If you come back into that room, and Longbow's like at the doorway type area.
Yep.
Because of the floor and the railing, you don't have great view of like what's going down at the bottom for like the front half of the building. But you can see out where the catwalks are with like mostly clarity. It's just that like the light isn't great in here.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's move. I'll keep an eye out. And if y'all need me to give input on something, I'm happy to. But otherwise, I'm going to just make sure that we don't get snuck up on. Okay. Ready, break. We start heading to our hideaway. We're gonna have a private conversation.
Office full of scavenged crap and sleeping bags.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, where we first came in with all the stuff. Yeah, that's right. I forgot there were sleeping bags there.
Can I count how many sleeping bags there is?
In here, there's 3.
3.
It makes me think we need to look at other rooms.
Before we...
That was where the latent was, so...
We know
the latent came out of a different room. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I want to go with the families that, like, eat, like, where we saw the barrel before, like, because it's on our way, right? Like, we have to go back.
Yeah, that was, like, right outside the door of this room.
And I want to go investigate that building real quick, just to kind of see sleeping bags and see if there's one too many here.
Yeah, I want to look at that room that... I don't think anybody's gone to look at the room that Dewey came out of. Yeah. So I think we should look there first.
Yep. There are hooks on the wall there. There are plastic ponchos hanging on hooks that have been sprayed down but don't smell great. There are a couple. There's probably like Dewey probably came out barefoot, and there's like a set of like big heavy work boots, like steel-toed combat boot type things in here. There is a really weird altar thing with like depictions of the undead, and there are 2 more sleeping bags.
4, 5.
5. Okay. I like y'all's theory that there's another family member, because that's preferable to that there's some weird zombie that's not a casualty or a vector that I don't even know. I don't even know what that could look like. So I'd rather it be just a dude, honestly. So because we know how to deal with those.
Yeah. What's in the other room? The room where they were cooking? Is there anything to show that there might be another family member?
There's a couple different backpacks. There's some different clothes. I'm not sure what all else they would have around for food. I mean, that the rabbit on a stick over the flaming barrel now is like, it's charcoal. Like it's been there for a while. Yeah. Like it's charcoal and probably got splattered with something you don't want to be eating afterwards. Yeah.
No. Are casualties sensitive to light? I know they're sensitive to sound.
Most of them still have eyes. Like, if so, then yeah, they see light and dark. They see movement, that kind of thing.
So if somebody's shouting like T-Rex style from Jurassic Park, like "Hey!" with a that might catch their attention.
Yeah, so there are combat maneuvers that you can use for trying to manipulate hordes, and like one of them is what's called peeling, which is to like, exactly that. Like, I'm trying to draw a part of this horde towards me to drag them away from my friends, kind of deal.
Okay. Well, don't find anything that'll tell me there's another person down there.
Man, that's worse. That's worse to me. I don't
Not knowing.
Yeah. Because, man, you hear them stories, right?
Which ones?
people finding like casualties that ain't quite right. I never really believed too much of them, but you hear about like having more than one head, like a bunch of arms, and like explode. Like I mean, you hear pretty much everything that you've ever seen in a movie or a piece of media, but you know, it's
So we
crazy
got
stuff, man.
So what? We got like a sentient casualty down. What the fuck?
I mean, I believe in that about as much as I believe in Bigfoot, you know, but
So kind of a little bit, but not really.
Yeah.
kind of a little bit, yeah, kind of a little bit. You know, I mean, it'd be more interesting, right? I mean, that it
All
just
right.
makes the world a more interesting place. But you know, it's
I think that Deacon, you and I are probably on the same page about this one though. That if we had a way of just neutralizing all these casualties down there, that'd be preferable.
yeah.
Well, I think we need to like. Well, never mind.
Well, please.
I think we need to like definitely find where the source of the rubber is so that we can, or you know, where the rubber is.
Oh,
so
it's
that we
over
can-
there, somewhere.
Right. Right.
I get what you're saying.
That's
We
about
need,
as close as we're gonna get. I feel like without going down there.
but she has a point. Look, I'm with you too. We need to neutralize all these casualties. But if we go to burn the whole place down to the ground, which personally I want to do, it's going to burn the product up. And at the end of the day, I didn't come all the way out here, get on the back of a damn semi truck with a bunch of crazy methed up truckers, get shot at, and also attempted to be stabbed by crazy ass Meeks. She got messed up for burning down, for feeling good at the end of the day. So we need to figure out how to neutralize this, pull that product out. It sucks because I had another plan. I know a couple crazies that would like to have a place like this with some rocks that I could sell the info to, but we need to get the stuff and neutralize.
Well, I mean, I could go down there and
No.
try and draw it out,
No.
whatever it is.
Well,
I
okay, hold on,
mean-
hold on a second. There's something to what you're saying here. Unless we have a way of finding it from up here and shooting it from up here, the only way we're gonna draw it out is by going down there.
And I at least can withstand a couple casualty bites. I'm pretty fast. And I have a really bright fucking flashlight that I can hone longbow in on. I mean, it's better than the rest of you going down.
So, one, I don't think any of us go anywhere alone in this place while we have some unknown variable. So if you're going down there, you're bringing one of us with you. Two, I want to unlock that door so there's another way out before any of that happens.
I mean,
Sorry
I
for all of
can.
you.
Real quick. I just saw I had binoculars. I forgot I had that. It gives me a +2 to awareness. Can I use my binoculars to see if I can spot where this freaky deaky little thing's rolling around at? Like if I can pinpoint what's going on.
Or did awareness already get rolled for this room? Because it's a one and done game.
We
Pretty
did do
sure-
an awareness before, yeah.
I'm pretty sure
we
we
Well,
did an
is
awareness
there a
in-
difference between awareness to look for rubber and awareness to look for weird
Yeah.
thing that
I
we
mean,
didn't
I
know
was looking
there in the first place?
Mirtha's was meant as a generalized scout of
Generic,
the area.
yeah. Yeah.
If you are looking for something specific, then yes, we can allow you to make an
Okay.
awareness check.
Les, who has more in awareness? Because I will give this to
I
somebody.
have 3.
That
I
makes
have 3.
that thematically. He'll put before we do anything, and he pulls it out of his backpack. You know what this thing looks like, and he hands over a binoculars to you.
Okay.
You might be able to spot it from up here, and then our good old buddy Longbow can peg that thing all the way up here, and it's no longer a problem. Or it's a vector, and we can peg it from up here, and it doesn't get to us.
I like this plan. One moment, and Longbow gets into a position where he can survey most of the room, so that when she says it's over by the thing, Longbow can put rounds down there.
So I think she's gonna like carefully move out and sit down on the catwalk area. So she's not in Longbow's way because she'd rather not get shot by him. And so that she can be like kind of a small target and slowly like look and like kind of do like spin in a circle a little bit.
Okay.
That gives you a +2.
It's like this is the highest bonus we've ever rolled in this game.
I got a 12 over 5.
Okay. Yeah, so like there's the two big machines towards the middle of the building, right? Like there's the processing machine and the forming machine. And then there's like a fence along it, and then there's like a conveyor between. So like the process stuff goes into the forming machine. It has a path. You can see that's hemmed in by fences on both sides. So like that's part of the, like if you go down, you'd be crawling, that stuff. As you're like scanning around, you catch a bit of a view for a second on like the far fence piece there. And you can see that as you come around to it, that Louis, the guy that you guys like flung over the back of it, his body is like attached to like the top of the fence, like he's strung out with his arms open, like hanging the opposite direction, seeing from behind. And you catch a glimpse of, as he's kind of turning to go back behind one of the other machines, one of those like ponchos just covered in like glistening goop and like the brim of a red baseball hat as it like turns from like hanging him here.
She kind of just like whatever their hand signal is, and points it out and kind of like follows as well she can.
What kind of weird, freaky cult shit did just happened under our noses? Is he like opened up or something? Is there like blood pooling at his feet, Louis's feet? There's something going on over
he's
there?
got his back to you.
Okay.
Like he's hung up on like the far side fence facing the back of the building.
Where's Paul?
But there are...
Paul's dead next to us.
Wait, we threw somebody else over it though.
Yeah, 2 people went over the edge.
So where's the other one?
Down, looking down, there is like a horde of them. Like,
okay,
Pa is being picked apart.
That's fine.
Where you're standing.
That's right.
Yeah, but yeah, I think she just like put her finger out and like traced it, followed wherever the body was going.
All right, I got that. And then so Longbow's gonna kind of get up and as quietly as he can start working to get an angle on where she's telling him this poncho dude went.
So he went back behind where like the forming machine is.
So does this catwalk allow me to get an angle over there, or doesn't go deep enough in?
Like it doesn't go all the way back to the far side of the building, so you could point back forwards.
Got it.
Right. It only goes like halfway out, and then it never goes to the far side of that machine.
So I think we'd probably, as a group, have a signal for casualties, vectors, 2 people, 3 people, whatever.
Right.
So Mirtha would give this signal to, just because I'm sure everyone can see her, is like 1 human. Yeah, 1 human.
1 human, yeah.
Not human, right? But she's continuing to watch, like with the binoculars, and she's not moving, and she's waiting to like give the sniper a signal.
Yeah, I mean, after you see that motion there, like it's not that there's nothing else, it's that there's so many of the casualties are there. Like it's hung up on the fence, but like you can see it like constantly in motion as they're tearing at it. They're pulling pieces off of it.
That's gross. Do you want me to roll a detachment or a stress or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's figure out which one that is.
trauma.
Right.
Something.
This is some bullshit. Yeah, like you just
yeah, trauma's a good one.
10/6.
6, okay. Make out okay on that one.
I think if she gives it a little bit of time, but then if she doesn't see anything after maybe like 5 minutes, she's just gonna like, you know.
Can I, long about kind of surveying this, it's all very purposeful, right? Put it up on the fence so the casualties come over and land at it and, you know, shake the fence and disturb the thing and create all this commotion on this end of the factory. Can I kind of intuit what this guy's like game plan is? Is he trying to distract us from something? Is he trying to damage the fence? Can I maybe like try and get a step ahead of what this guy's game is?
You can do a foresight, see if you can kind of like, you know, interpret the situation.
Sweet. That is a 4/1.
4/1. Okay. Game plan, like tactics, is sketchy.
I used to be a security
there is
analyst.
certainly a like.
There was a time when I was a security analyst. If my previous occupation would filter in here in some way, that'd be interesting too.
I don't think it's so much that filters in. I think it's more that like, oh, like he's like in like
a Christ pose.
He's hung. He is you know, matching as if it was on something decorating Deacon's space, right?
Got it. Okay, so he's a religious offering. This is a religious thing.
And there was some other little like charcoal art on the wall and like little candles and stuff in that second room that you checked out that Dewey had come out of.
Oh, that's right. The whole like
Altar.
Okay. All right.
Just clarify there that would not be in deacon space. Protestants don't typically have the figure of Christ on the crosses.
Good to understand this thing about.
That's
Deacon,
more of a
he's
Catholic thing.
he's more Protestant than he is.
I think it's 100%.
Down home Southern Baptist Methodist, non-denominational. Really, he's a bit of a chill feller, but
got my NIV Bible. All right, cool. Then I will note that. And yeah, I can't get a beat on this guy.
She'll come back to Longbow after about 5 minutes. Best I got is he's wearing a red baseball cap and like a poncho, and he's definitely wearing that smelly stuff that we use that other time.
All right.
That's creepy. That's
this guy is devout. He's a true believer.
Oh, for the love of God.
So
well, at least that's better than Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah.
Creepy or not, is better than Bigfoot.
All right. Let's not split up too much. Two of us need to go take care of that door, and I think two of us need to stay in here and make sure this guy doesn't get too creative.
I can go with you. Having Preacher here, having two people that could probably take out the humans a little bit better. I can at least shoot zombies, but we all have seen how I've shot lately. I'll be more help breaking down the door.
You've killed 2 people more than I have lately.
I also almost fell off the truck.
I mean, they both had bad hips, but yeah, you killed 2 more people than she has.
So I killed one in his mind. It was like joke, like half joking. He's like, I've only killed one, dude.
It's true. All right.
Do you know how much bounty you could get if you harvested the aluminum hip out of bomb?
Good thing I'm not a ripper, dog.
Dude, yeah, that's grotesque. We're getting into detachment. We're getting deep.
I'm still somewhat human. I haven't cracked yet.
All right. Okay. So Ridge and I go and take care of that door. Does that work for you guys?
For me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try and clear that yard while I'm at it.
Be careful.
The stairs up here from the first floor, those were all blocked off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can hear noise down there, but like there are like significant pieces of furniture that have been arranged to.
I'm gonna sit up
that
there in
stairwell.
case fella decides to get a fresh idea and pull that barricade down on us.
Okay. Do you want me to watch the other?
Ladders, ways to get up. Yeah.
Also, wherever homeboy Vector over there came from, you might want to keep an eye on that. That might be a secondary way of getting up there.
Well, I'll keep an eye out.
I think subtlety is past. If something weird's going down, just give it a shout, and we're gonna come running. Okay.
I mean, I can just yell at the fella right now if you want. I mean,
I'm just saying if
ain't gonna say anything, but
right.
Same with you guys.
Yeah, if something's getting overwhelming, you guys let us know right away. We'll come running.
Okay.
So the plan is to split the party.
Be careful.
Split the party, baby. Look, it's not a session unless I get to encourage splitting the party in a dangerous situation.
As long as he's not late, and they'll be fine. We'll put a bullet in his head, call it a day.
NBD.
well, I mean, if you put a bullet in his head, he doesn't get back up.
That's right.
True.
You can't turn into a vector if you ain't got a brain. Or if you're missing significant portions of it, I don't think. Hit that brainstem. Nothing can move then.
News broadcasted: Shaun of the Dead, sever the head or destroy the brain.
Are we down for that? Are we down for this splitting the party plan that
Sure.
that I walked us into?
Don't see another way to do it, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mike, if so we can still get up onto the kind of side of the building, right? And then can we take a ladder all the way up to the roof outside, Rigid and I? Or do we have to go back down
from in here
and then go around? Because like we came in through this window, right? There's up a thing. From that window, right? We get out. Can we then get onto the roof and make our way over, or do we need to get down into the yard?
I think there might be a fire escape on the outside, like where Barbara tried to run to.
Oh, right.
That does go up farther. On the inside, I don't think they really plan on like trying to get like full access to the roof from like these ladders that are for moving around the machinery and like the floor and stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, it sounds like we can head to that. We can head to the fire escape that would get us up onto the roof, just so we're not dealing with the casualties in the yard on our way over to the door.
Gotcha.
So I think before like departing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we want to try to take a break now and start splitting the party and like doing all the things after that? Because I don't want to.
Sure.
I don't want to like
Sounds
go
good.
too far before we take a break for it. So okay.
Yeah, I think before like Longbow like turns to go towards that fire escape, there's like a moment where he just like looks at both of them. It's like, see when we get back. And
Be
then
careful.
likewise. And it's just like I want to regard both of them while we're all still alive, and like it's just one of those things that like, man, this is dangerous, and it's a heavy moment in a way. So yeah.
Martha seems really off. Just off.
Good.
My arm's killing me. We're fine. We'll get the job done. Be careful.
We will.
Just kind of like looks away, like like when someone's like looking down at their feet, or like, yeah.
And then we split.
Yep.
Go do our thing.
Like the Incidentals will be back after this commercial break. Yeah,
That's right. Do we split the party with
yes.
zombies and a sentient man down there living amongst them?
Sentient man.
It's like day 46. I've fully integrated with the zombie horde.
I smell horrible. Okay.
Mm.
Break time.
Yeah, then we should be back top of the hour, probably. Unless
Awesome.
something happens.
Ish.
So, ish. You know how it goes.
You know how it is with us. Yeah.
Top of the hour, some hour. We don't.
Wow.
Yeah, if
the
we miss it,
bit.
we gotta. If we miss it,
Yeah,
we gotta roll.
we gotta
it.
wait the entire hour to the next time. Yeah.
It's like being late to class. You're just embarrassed. You just don't even go.
Right?
I
Senior
don't
year of
wanna
high
just
school,
say
right
anything
there.
about it. Yeah.
See y'all soon.
Cool. All right. We'll be back in a few minutes. Ta-da. All right. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Hey.
That was, 15-ish.
On par
That's
for
still
us.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Not the worst that we've
as
been.
the saying goes, stuff happens. So, Rubber Nipple Factory, because that is always fun to say. We were going to split up the party, leave Longbow and Rigid. You were going to go try to climb the fire escape to go across the roof to the back of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
To
then
unlock a chained up door.
Mirtha and Deacon, were you guys just like hanging out in that front balcony for like the place where there was walls, or were you headed somewhere else inside?
I was looking at trying to keep an eye on the staircases up,
Mhm.
and I think Martha was keeping an eye on like the entrances from the floor.
Like
from the
that
factory
that
floor.
one ladder that
The one ladder that does connect and go all the way up and down.
Mhm.
Okay.
if I can stealth and hide into a position, I would do that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a spend a ration to make a stealth check to
Okay.
find yourself a good place to not be seen.
All right.
6 over 5.
Okay. Yeah, you find a spot that's got some relative cover. It's probably like in near where one of those machines, like
Mhm.
the top of the processing machine is. So you kind of like nudge in close to that. And there's some stuff in shadows. There's things where you can still get a view of like the stuff that's down below.
I'm refreshing my rations.
Okay. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look at outside here with Longbow and Region as you guys kind of venture out the fire escape. Try to head up to the roof.
Same deal. We are, I assume, spending rations and trying to do stealth. Is that right? Or is it athletics because of?
I
what
think
we're up to?
you're kind of high enough up that like stealth isn't super as much of a thing. But I think like this part like hasn't been used and hasn't been maintained as well. So like it is kind of like bolts starting to pry out of bricks and stuff like that. So like it is
good.
a ration and an athletics to make it up to the roof.
Good.
Yay!
Oh, that's a 6 and a 6. Oh, baby.
Mother, barely got a 5. 5 over 3. Woo! Woo! It rolled at the last second. I was like, I'm gonna throw this dice out my truck.
Was it gonna be a 1 or some shit?
Yeah, it was not. It was doing a weird bounce on and it stopped. And I was like, "Don't you dare!"
Oh my god. Yeah. So I got a crit success.
Yes.
I spent my ration.
Okay. Yeah, you both make it up this thing up to the roof. I think Longbow, you might notice that like there's like this thing where it's like it's not like you can like super like bolt it back onto the wall, but like you can kind of thumb screw it back down,
Oh,
get
sweet.
it fairly tight so it's not as like this one here was like it's not that it like sheared out, it just like was coming loose.
Okay.
So like it's gonna be a little bit safer to pass through.
Nice. Some minor repair.
Yeah. And you can get up here to the top. There's probably like a shattered skylight type arrangement in the middle. That's like where some of the light that's coming into the inside is coming through. But it's not super big. And then there's a big flat space up here that's probably filthy because nobody's cleaned it in a while.
All right.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else fun that would be up here.
From up here, we can probably see like all the yards with the casualties in it and all that kind of stuff, right? We have a pretty
Yeah,
good vantage.
as you walk around up here, you certainly can do that. I think maybe there's a point in like one of the other corners here, like as you're facing the front of the building, you guys kind of came up the left side when you went in the window. So like at the top right corner of the building in the front, there's probably a flattened out folding chair, and like there's a couple boxes of ammo
Oh,
and
neat.
like a really old bloated can of green beans. Like
Yes.
you don't want that.
But the box of ammo, I do want.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll mosey on over to that old lookout post.
Yeah.
On
You got
like
pistol
that was it.
rounds?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I'll let David choose. Like it's gonna be one refresh for somebody's gun.
Oh shit! Hold on. I mean, it makes sense for it to be Longbow's gun, right?
Yeah, I mean, thematically, it does.
It was somebody who's standing in like the top corner of like a 2.5, 3-story building, like to take pot
Yeah.
shots at things on the ground. Like, yeah, he was doing it with a 9mm.
What are you looking at there?
I got 2 plus 1 more refresh.
Okay. You have 2 charges left.
I got 2 charges left, but it takes 2 charges because I don't have the extended clip. So I got basically, I don't know, thematically, I got 4 rounds.
Yeah. It sucks that I'm gonna take this. No, you should have it. You should
Well,
have the
let me
refresh.
ask, where are you at on rations?
On rations, I'm okay. I'm at half spent on my rations.
See, I just dropped below half spent. So like, there's a part of me that's like, what do we do here? Because it's like,
I think you should get the ammo. I think you should, because the can of beans, we're not gonna be able to use the can of beans because they're all
the can of beans is you don't want to eat that can of beans, right?
Right.
Like that
who
is...
said about eating it? You can eat that thing at a soft squeezy head.
It's my ammo. 1 can. Bam. Yeah. No. There's a box of ammo of various types, but the types that are still good is pistol ammo. And
Okay. All right.
Gets his pistol refreshed, and Longbow looks on like, damn. Well, that box is pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that box.
All right.
Because I mean, a good ammo box, you can't. That kind of container is just so good, strong, can carry a lot of weight. You can lock it.
Like one of the like green army surplus ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It didn't have crap in it except for pistol ammo, but you know the can itself, I can
is amazing.
And I'm like, Rich is like, why would they have pistol rounds up here? That does not make sense. That guy must have been a crack shot. I mean, I'm sorry that he's dead or abandoned it, but you see,
it's just the crap that they didn't use. They left it
right.
They like all the good stuff is gone.
Yeah.
It's
gone.
Yeah, take the useful shit. Leave the useless stuff behind.
And while we're up here, assessing out the whole situation, one of I was like, "Hey, do you still have homegirls like number Ubex thing? However that works."
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can reach her.
After we finish this, because I'm always thinking about making more creds. This might be some information we could sell at a pretty penny to them.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean,
the deacon's gonna have opinions on that one, right?
I mean, I also thought about selling that information to what they call themselves, the shepherds or whatever. I mean, in my humble opinion, the 2 crackpot people groups. But if they're willing to spend the bounty, who am I to hold on to this information?
No, yeah.
Who in Evolution is going to use this?
All right. No, I agree with you. We should, if this can be sold, it ought to be sold. This is a pretty good setup, and I'd hate for this to fall back into the hands of the meek.
Yeah.
Because if we can't give this to somebody who will secure this place, it needs to go.
Absolutely. But my personal opinion, we burn it. But I would be a fool not to see a deal in the making. So, just wanted to see if you have that information.
Yep, I can reach out to her.
Okay.
Let's get onto that door.
Yeah. Let's break this door and get out of this hellish area.
So yeah, we after looting some ammo and a really nice box.
Give,
Now
Hey, those things-
carrying the big metal box around with you costs 1 haul, so that's but you got-
I can handle one. I can handle one.
Okay.
I can put something in it, right? So like it's a hall within a hall.
figure out how to get there. No, not entirely.
Wait,
how
are
that
you
works,
talking
but-
about how we ship stuff home from Gen Con?
Yeah,
Or
right. Yeah, exactly.
in our bags?
Exactly. You show up with bags inside of bags. You see,
Yes.
and then you take them out, put new shit in. It's infinite storage, folks. You just you break the game. Infinite storage, just bags within bags. Programmers can't handle it.
Please stop. I'm gonna get a nosebleed.
One single tear goes down Mike's face.
Yeah.
Now follow that up by saying it's easy. You just
Yeah.
right, and
But
that's
it's a
that's
button. We just need a button.
Yeah.
I just need a button that gives me infinite storage, Mike. Come on.
just one thing that we can magically control anything on the page anytime we want to. That's just a thing. All right. Okay. Right.
I
Decided to
appreciate
bring
you,
back to it. That's so good.
David. You just killed us. This
I did not.
oh,
I did not. I did not. I
just
did
killed
not.
us.
I gave Mike a safe space to vent a frustration.
Once we're done, we'll have another discussion about pay-per-click advertising. That's
Yay.
Yeah. That's always fun. Yeah, so in the back there is another one of those like long, skinny, rickety ladder fire escape ones that was on the
good.
front of the building that goes the 3 stories down to the loading dock area.
Cool.
Other athletics.
So I think in this case you're probably more concerned about like when we get down there and on the way down there not drawing attention to yourselves. Right? Because there are still undead in that part of the complex here.
Please tell me.
Are we coming down on the corner with 8 undead, or the short side with 4 undead?
I am trying to find all my sheets from last time where I had all that drawn out, so I can tell you.
I'm looking at it on the Discord. I just don't know
Yes.
which side you're coming down.
You would be coming down on the back side wall towards the left corner. So you'd be coming down where there are 4 undead on the edge of the 8 undead and the 2 undead kitty corner.
Uh-huh.
Good thing that we have silenced weapons.
Yeah, I don't have enough bullets.
I'll
don't
give
have-
you my gun. I was like, I'll give you my gun if we start running out.
I don't have enough bullets to solve this problem.
How much
I have-
refresh does everybody have left?
Yeah, right. No, not enough. I don't want to do my last refresh on something other than rations. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm at 2.
Rations are my way home.
Can we retroactively say that was rifle rounds? Because I
No, I did. It would have only bought me 2 shots, which isn't enough.
mean, you guys can crid though. You. This is the moment we crid.
You know, I don't know. So yeah, stealth to get down without drawing the attention of the casualties, right?
Yes. A ration to do the climb and a stealth to avoid.
That's right. Whew, man, by 1, I got it.
All right, here we go. When everything counts. That's not good. Fucking hell. Nope, it's a 601. I forgot. I was like, well, it tied odd, so it doesn't matter.
What was
You know
what
what?
were the dice?
What?
It was 5 and 5.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so
Not
if
good.
I flip it,
Well, what you can do?
Oh,
You can't
no,
flip it.
You can't.
The
You
best
can make it.
you can make it a regular failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it. Let's just make it. I'm gonna spin the wheel. I'm so glad we were able to refresh this time around, because I would have had 0 will coming into this game. So I'm gonna spin the wheel and not suck as bad.
Okay. So I'll give you the choice. Do you draw the attention of zombies, or do you get hurt?
I get hurt. I will get hurt every single time. Break my leg, Mike.
Not that much hurt. Okay, you gotta climb back up.
You still gotta yeah.
Fair
You fall
enough.
down, you break your leg. You can't get out of the way when the zombies do come. That's like
Fair enough.
And good old what is it? Dismissive Longbow is like, well, shit, boss. I'm gonna put you right here. Just stay quiet. I'll see you in a while. And then just leaves.
Just, I think we have enough rapport.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I would not leave you to die.
I think
Right.
I would be like, look, I'm gonna be a problem. Take care of Ash. I'm gonna look at the flowers.
Just stay quiet. You'll be fine.
look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers. Yeah. Yes. So I think Longbow goes down first, and he does good, right? He gets down, he's quiet, he's like, all right, come on down. And I think there's like one of the rungs that like snaps off as you're coming down. And it does have kind of that like KG kind of thing to try to help prevent problems. But all that does is like your right leg gets tangled in it. So like you get like caught in that as you're like reaching the bottom, and Longbow has to like try to help you back down onto the ground. So there will be 5 kill damage to your right leg.
Oh, lovely.
How's that cloth armor doing, bro?
Let me check.
Well, we refreshed it. Like Mike let us refresh it last time.
That's right, because we did the scavenge and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So cloth armor works how? Again? Like,
You
how do
can
I convert
spend-
it to stun?
You can spend charges. It takes 1 charge to convert 1 kill to 1 stun. It takes 1 charge to convert 1 stun to nothing.
So if
So
I
if you
use all 10, I don't have the kill damage.
But then you're
Right.
out of armor, and you have casualties around you.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 5 and go all stun.
I'm trying to. Just showing you a middle path, buddy. Just a middle path, so you don't.
So that's what I'm
Nommed on.
I mean, I'm still gonna get nommed on, and that was my right leg.
Yes.
5 stun. Okay, that's lovely.
And then I forget, you got clipped somewhere last time too, didn't you?
Yes,
'Cause I
but he
think-
did 10 points of healing.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
I got clipped in the arm for 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5, because Paul stabbed me,
That's right.
Okay.
and then
he got you on his
He got
way
me.
out.
He got me as I shot him,
That's right.
but he got 10 healing points.
That's right.
Yeah, 10 off the thing to okay.
So I'm back to
Just,
0. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't remember how the accounting on it worked last time. So cool. So yeah, you guys make it down onto the loading dock out here. You probably like duck down behind where the back of this the panel van that's out there with like the rubber nipple cartoon character on the side. Baby with like a big pacifier or something.
Mhm.
And kind of like duck down there to get a little bit of cover. And we can take a look inside, see what's going on with Martha Deacon.
Yes.
I think Deacon is in the process of talking to somebody
Yeah.
live. So Martha is just kind of crouched down and hiding in that spot she found.
Mhm.
And just kind of watching what's down below and trying to see if she spots that red hat.
Okay.
And making sure that nothing coming up the stairs to like eat her, or the ladder to eat her. That's a pretty key one too. Mike, when you stop to like really think about something, I get very scared.
Like, how rude is it going to be for me to do this?
Do it.
You came in and you hid last time, right?
Yep.
Rolled your stealth. You were at a success.
Yes.
So I'm going to
Do it.
spend a will, which
Yes.
turns that success into a failure.
Awesome. I'm so happy about this. Let's continue where this is
there's
going.
like there's a moment where you're there and like part of it shifts and like a piece of metal like ping, like something snaps. Like it was okay at first, and as the like Mirtha weighs barely anything to begin with, but like it was stress on something that's just been here unattended for years.
Mhm.
So yeah, there is a moment there where that makes noise, and you realize that like you've made noise, and like there's this sea of like shuffling stuff going on underneath.
Mhm.
And then you do catch a more coordinated motion in the middle of it. And you can spend a ration and make an athletics check to get the hell away from whatever just landed on the catwalk by you.
Well, I'm going to do that.
I figured.
Let me spend a ration first. Athletics, you say?
Yes. Because it is get out of dodge time there.
Oh, well, that's great that I didn't do it. It's a 5 under 7.
Okay. So you will take 2 kill damage to your right leg.
Well, what is it with my right side, Mike?
I
Will
know,
you
man.
stop?
Just how the dice roller is going. So you take that as like this thing lands in like kind of the dark next to you, and like it explodes, but it's not like big massive explosion. It more like kind of like bursts and stuff, and it drives this network of tiny microfilament cables all over the area here, with weighted anchors on them that like sink into the machines and the ceiling and like the edge wrap around the edges of the catwalk and stuff, but one of them goes like through your leg.
What do we got? Capcan here from Rainbow Six Siege? What do we do?
She's scared. Fuck. Ow. Fuck.
But that does make a noise. Like Deacon will definitely hear that, and even Longbow and Rigid probably don't. Like there's enough wall and doors and like hordes and like slapping of zombie bloody handprints on the inside of the windows that you guys are trying to have behind you kind of out here on the loading dock, that you're not going to hear that. But Deacon will, like, and he'll see kind of a puff go off over in that area of the catwalk, and then now there's like this network of web practically.
I'm gonna move.
Don't come.
I'm gonna move to reposition to where I can still see the staircase, but also see what's going on out there, and kind of pull my gun.
Okay. Yeah, I think you see Mirtha probably face down, like not like face down, but like prone on the catwalk, with like this mass of stuff, and like it's definitely like wound around her legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Deacon's gonna wait a beat to see if anything else happens.
Martha's gonna not move for a second until like she has an idea of what the shit around her is.
Yeah. So once it settles in and like, oh crap, something happened and it blew and it did all the thing. This is a DDJ. It's a denial door jam. It is meant to seal off an area so that it becomes impassable. They
me in it.
One got tossed up here, yeah, and you became tangled in what happened when it goes off.
Okay.
Yeah, Deacon's gonna, if nothing else happens, he's gonna say,
oh, actually, I'm sorry. I need to make a change to that. It is 2 kill damage to every hit location.
Okay. Okay.
My God.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm just...
Nope, you're good.
Oh my God, that's terrible. That's awful.
Every hit location?
Yes.
Okay. Smitha is pretty much prone on this, looking down at the zombie horde beneath her, which is also great. Cool.
Yeah, Deacon's gonna kind of look around and say, "All right, bud. Might just come on out now. I'm about tired of this cat and mouse shenanigans."
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, great.
Oh God, no.
What's my athletics? One. Okay. All right, that is a 5/2.
Yeah. So like this, like kind of like old dank drywall that's like in the wall, kind of back where the walls of the office are behind you. Like you kind of like come up here to the ledge, and like part of it, like kind of that would be like about here, like kind of like in showers. Squishy,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
gross drywall on the floor.
I'm assuming that was a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire wherever like that came from. Kind of deal, because I got the pistol out. I mean, it's a long shot, but it's a shot.
Yes. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So I don't have a ton of bullets left, so that's not good. But we'll see. Shoot is plus 2. 9/4.
9/4.
Mm-hmm.
Spin a will to flip those.
Can I spend a will to flip them back?
Oh,
I don't
so
think so.
mechanics question. When you
You
say
don't think so? You just can't.
So you told me to spend a
right
will. Sorry. When you say you said you spent a will on my turn as well.
Yes.
Are we spending it from our pool? No. You're just making us do it?
No. There are sometimes opponents that have will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you can't.
He no longer has any more will to spend.
Okay, cool. I'll take that miss then.
Do we hear Deacon's gun go off?
No, it's silenced.
Fuck. All right. I mean, good, but also fuck.
Give me an awareness check though. Look up.
No, that is a 1 under 8.
Okay. No, nothing. Never mind.
Fine. It's fine.
If I crawl at all, am I going to take more damage?
You're not going to take more damage. I think you'll need to do like an athletics check to try to get free of all the web.
Okay. Yeah, I think she'll try, and I'm going to try and like crawl. I don't know if she should crawl towards Deacon or not.
So I think towards Deacon or towards the front of the building is really the only direction you can go. Like the other direction would be like into the web more.
So I have to go towards that ladder, right? Or
you have to go towards the front of the building. The broken ladder is like kind of to your right, the direction you're facing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're kind of in like towards the back left facing the front of the building. So there's the offices if you go all the way off the catwalk towards the front where Deacon's at. There's the catwalk between here and there. There's the broken ladder to your right, and there's the working ladder all the way to the left.
Okay. Well, I will try and continue to move then. to get out of it.
Okay.
Athletics, right?
Yes.
It's 6
An
over
aggression
2.
and an athletics. Okay.
6 over 2.
All right. Yeah, you're able to like, get your leg untangled from most of them and like get the wire that's like it probably like it didn't like go through and through for your whole leg or anything like that, but like it went through your clothes and like left a nasty gouge and stuff like that. Get that kind of torn free. And you're able to make your way back forward towards the front of the building.
I'll stay low because I don't want try and stay as hidden as possible so I don't get shot.
Yeah. Yeah, Deacon, what are you up to up front there?
Do I still see somebody down there? Like, do I still have eyes on them?
So there's like kind of the masses in the front. There's the machines with the fences, and there's the gap in between the machines. And then there's like, the guy who's hung up on the fence on the far side, and then like the masses over there that are kind of like pulling apart. If you're staying back far enough to keep an eye on like that stairway that goes down to the first floor, you probably don't have like a super clear view of where like the other ladder is on the other side, or like the back part of what's all's going on down there.
Yeah. All right. I'd really like to get eyes back on this guy.
Okay.
If possible. That'd be what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, do an awareness check.
All right. Sweet. That is a 3 over 2.
3 over 2. Okay, yeah. So you do catch it that like that fence on like the far side of where the machinery is that has like Lewis strung out on it. Lewis is strung out on it, and you're seeing him from behind, and there's casualties there pulling pieces off of him, and kind of like they're making this like moving wall right up against the fence, and like on the far side, you do see standing still a poncho with the brim of a red baseball cap and like a little pistol raised.
I like it when they're standing still. Yeah. Can I now shoot him?
Yes, we can have a shoot.
Sweet. That is a 9 over 6 to shoot.
Okay.
And I'd like to spend a will.
Okay.
To change the hit location to head.
Boy. Oh boy.
Get it, Ethan.
Because I'm not playing around.
Okay.
What's our? I guess the location method doesn't really matter. I guess at this point, but
yeah, it's just a black die.
Yeah, that's 8.
8. Okay.
Mm-hmm. To hit.
Yeah, you see it like slouch down, like it goes down to one knee, and then like kind of like moves to the side. You see like some of the casualties like kind of like getting jostled around as it like pushes off to the side.
Yeah, Deacon just kind of, I ain't playing around now. That's your warning shot.
Warning shot to the head.
A little more silence than Deacon on that one, but similar situation.
I was like, Lord.
Love it. Love it.
Can I roll awareness to see if I notice a shot?
Or somebody getting hit in the head. The sound of like having a bullet go in their head. Because if anything,
I still don't know if that's something to hear from like outside. Like, well, yeah, give me an awareness check.
I mean, I've been rolling like crap, and I think I only have 1 in awareness, so.
Deacon's kind of shouting a little bit. Maybe we hear muffled sounds of Deacon.
It's 11 over 7. It's 11:07. So I would more say like I would hear that's like what he just said. That was your warning shot versus I actually heard the shot. If that makes more sense for you.
I don't think you hear the shot because it's a silence gun at the opposite end of manufacturing facility full of shambling undead.
Zombies.
Yeah, I think you may hear Deacon shout to the dude because he's across this whole space. And you may hear like an noise that's not super clearly enunciated or anything, but like there is like something that sounded like someone making a noise of shock or pain.
So as quietly as possible, because we're still stealth, would be like, "Hey, Lombo, I believe Deacon might have shot somebody, and I think he found our baseball cap guy."
Okay, Longbow is going to point his gun at the door. Can you open that right now, or?
Sure. What do I need to do to open up the door, Mike?
Or am I shooting this lock? Is what Longbow's
I
asking.
love the way that was phrased. Just you're gonna open that now.
I think the catch here ends up being once again that one of the ways in would be criminality. Another way in might be like mechanics, both of which involve tool sets.
Look, I don't have a tool set.
I don't have my criminality set, so I'm going to shoot this lock. I'm going to shoot the chain. I'm going to shoot something to try and get me access through this door.
Okay.
What do I got to shoot, Mike? I want to shoot the thing.
So I think it's the door has like a window pane, and then there's like the wall which has like a window pane, and I think the chain actually like parts of it are smashed out. The chain like runs around where the two come together.
Oh, interesting. Okay, sure.
So I don't know that it's like shooting the lock off as much as like I need something to provide leverage to try to pop this lock off.
Got it.
Because I don't think the lock is like, if you were the owner of this factory and you were serious about keeping people out of it, this isn't the lock you would have chosen.
Got it.
This is a lock of availability, not a lock of like planned use.
So we need leverage. We need a mechanical advantage. Can I scrounge something up, like something off this truck or this this stuff over here? I like grab something and use his mechanics to do a pry or something. Like I want to get this door open as fast as possible.
You can try to get over to like that panel van and try to get into the back of it if you want to see if there's like anything in there.
I mean, like I would settle for taking like I guess that is the best thing. So I'll try and get into the cab.
I mean, if you want something that's long and metal, you have like your rifle.
I do not have the rifle to apply leverage in this situation. I need the rifle, Mike. I need to find something else.
Yeah, failure on that level is not good.
Yeah. So what am I doing to? What do I roll to either gain entry or scavenge something long and hard that is like able to be as a pry bar off of this van?
So
like I don't necessarily need I don't need to be in the van. I just need something from the van.
Right. And I think it's stealth to be able to get there without the ambient undead in the area catching on that like, hey, there's lunch. Like,
right. Shit. Okay. All right.
So, a ration and stealth.
Ration and stealth. Let's do that. Gear, ration. Cool. What is my stuff at a stealth? Awesome. That is tied 8 and 8. After adding my skill, I've tied. Fuck. I do not want all these casualties waking up, so I'm going to spend my will to turn my failure into a success.
Okay. Would you rather I offer you like a devil's bargain? Make like
I
success
mean,
at a cost scenario.
What is okay? Yeah. I'm issuing here in the devil's bargain. Doesn't mean I have to accept it. Getting back to some
The good old
blades.
days.
Getting
Good
back to some
old
blades
days.
discussion.
Um,
Little Hutch gonna pay us a visit.
Mhm.
no, not Hutch. I think it's instead of like you making noise, like you make a noise and like it draws. Like there was one around the corner of this van that you didn't notice was that close, and like you like step on a piece of glass, it's like tink, and it's like whips around and like comes at you.
Yeah.
I think it gets like hands near your neck, and that's when like its head gets sprayed across the back of that van. And you get a little ping on the glasses.
All right. I'm down
Don't
for
care
this
what you want.
scenario. I'm down.
Van
I'm down
is
with
ours.
this scenario. I'm down with what you're saying there.
wait, what did it say?
So
Don't care
yeah.
what you want. You're welcome to it. The van is ours.
Fair enough.
You are welcome.
Copy that. I need. And I'm just gonna point to like the mirror on the outside. I need that mirror. Like a mirror, on those big like swing arm, like
the big like kind of rectangular ones off the side. Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe jack pry, the roll up the jack that doesn't break, that's made out of metal.
Yeah. I think Longbow's just like, am I okay to take that, or are they going to deny me? If they deny me, that's fine. Longbow will come up with another answer, but
fortune rolls in this game. I don't know what
I know, right? I mean, if it's persuasion, I don't have any points in it, so
yeah. I think there's another message comes back. It's like right. Take that, nothing else. Don't touch it again.
Okay. And then I will scavenge this mirror off the side of this van and bring it over to my mechanic, who can then try and get this door opened.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look up. Yeah, it's signed DMR 94205.
Okay.
DMR.
Okay.
Give me that again.
Nope. Y'all don't need to worry about that at all. You don't see that shit.
DMR 9. It's for Heather's notes. None of us take notes.
I'm taking notes.
I'll only just go back and watch the episode.
That's great. You should do that.
Okay. Thank you, Jagos.
Jagos. At 2 Jagos.
He's like me, where we write down all the things. We are the storytellers. Thank you.
I mean, this is the
Looking at my like shot by shot description of what happened last combat.
Like,
That's combat.
Also today's session. Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna be able to like break that thing off.
that in athletics or mechanics?
Just go with it. It's just it comes off.
Okay, cool.
That's probably our whole round. Is this whole thing that happened here? So I don't want to overstay our welcome on terms of table time, but
yeah,
there's a lot of shit just happened.
You do get shit from Ridge, like you couldn't take a jack stand or something. Have you ever? Okay.
This is what I got. I'm just like noting that like Bridget didn't seem to notice that a zombie died.
I
right on.
absolutely did notice. It's not like I
Okay.
didn't notice. I'm just
Okay,
like,
cool.
out of all the things you could have asked for out of a vehicle, the giant pry bar.
I didn't ask. You didn't hear me ask. I texted that shit.
Fair enough. He saw the explosion and he knew it wasn't from his gun. He's like, I'm not that good of a shot.
Yep. I'm not gonna try and look at that horizon or nothing. Just gonna focus on the task at hand.
Yep.
Yeah. So meanwhile, back inside the building for a second. What's up?
Deacon's gonna pull out his shotgun because his clip's empty on his pistol.
Martha's pulling out her pistol. So, and I think everyone knows it's not silenced. Or Deacon would know it's not
A
silenced.
shotgun in
It's
there.
not silenced, yeah.
Shotgun.
But it's got slugs.
Yeah.
I got range, but
I'm looking for the red cap. So I can shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Well, so that I can shoot him. I'm not gonna pull a Silas and think that I can shoot him in the head.
well, you can spend a will to just shoot him in the head. This game's great like that.
I have one will when given. We'll see.
So
Do I have to call it first?
Yes. You have to decide how many luck you're spending before you make the die roll. Yeah. You have
Shut up.
I kind of want to make you give me an awareness to try to like get eyes on him and track down where he's actually at. You kind of know a general area where he was headed.
5/1.
Yeah. So you can kind of see him hunched down a little bit over by the far edge. He's by where there's like an entrance to the fence part area down on that bottom. And he's down by there. He's probably got his hand up over his face. You can see the red brim of the cap. You can see blood on his fingers. And he's fumbling with the latch on the fence there to get into the fenced area in the middle.
Into the middle.
Like the part that's like around the machines, where like the casualties aren't wandering around.
Okay.
I think it's not all of them, but like you may see one that kind of like perks up and looks his direction from a little ways away. Because like he smells like zombie and blood.
Yes. I will take a shot on him with my pistol.
Okay.
Oh, I've never shot with my pistol, so this is great for me. 11/7.
Okay.
Can I do the thing that Ethan did?
You can
to hit
spend
him
a
in the
will
head?
to, yeah.
I would like to do that with my pistol.
Okay.
And then I think I have to spend things. It's loud. I'm not silenced.
Yeah, it's
charges.
loud, and it's 2 charges unless you have something that cuts down.
Yeah.
I've got
Like
nothing on the gun.
extended clip or something. Okay.
And then black die for damage.
I re-roll it, right?
Yeah.
7 on the black.
Okay. Yeah, you see him like kind of like spin around as you hit him. There's a big spray that goes across the wall behind him. His red baseball cap goes flying off as he falls down, going back against the wall and like slumps down onto the ground, and then like the casualties close in around him, and you don't see him anymore. But they seem real happy. Like
Martha is going to yell, "Got him!" Like she tries to project enough that she can be heard outside.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gonna look. Dean's gonna look and say, "Found Huey."
Yeah.
Got the red baseball cap and everything.
Canonically dressed in red. I did my Wikipedia research.
As one should.
Fun fact, there's also occasionally a 4th one named Fooey who shows up, usually because of a drawing mistake.
drawing mistake. Stop it.
Like, yeah,
That's
they've
the
appeared in
truth.
lots and lots of comic books, and occasionally the artist would make a mistake and draw 4 of them. So there.
Can you imagine?
Times...
Like, I couldn't intentionally draw one good anthropomorphic duck. Can you imagine being so good that you drew 4
in a row?
instead of
most
3?
likely.
Accidentally, what?
I need to roll a detachment?
Yes.
Does Huey down there look latent? Or probably can't tell. Huh?
You can't tell from where you're at. Yeah.
You can tell. It don't matter now.
4 under 6. Oh wait, self-control. 7 over 6.
Okay. Yeah, that's none.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of holster her pistol and look at, just wide-eyed look at Deacon. Like all scratched up, like scratches across her face, and yeah.
All these like little tears through her jacket and stuff. Yeah.
Do you give her kind of a thumbs up and a nod, like that's a good thing?
She just kind of stand there and nod for a moment, just kind of looking below them.
Yeah, there's the sea of casualties down there. Some of them over there are still like tearing Lewis off the fence. Some of them over there are punched around where Huey went down. And some of them are staring upwards. But like they can't climb. But they're paying attention in your direction because there was a big loud noise right there. Oh, now we see a meal.
Just so far away.
Yes.
Are any of these things in that back left corner where we need to be to get rubber?
Yes. Okay. There are some milling around back there.
But how many? And where's the door? Is it on that side or the other side?
There are 2 of them by where the door is, because it's kind of set up so like they could come in the door, plop stuff into the hopper there that goes into like plop stuff into like a deposit place there that like ends up with a hopper that like goes to processing machine. There are 2 that are like basically right inside that back door, and then there's 6 more nearby in the loading area.
I might be able to get them with my bow. They're gonna go after when the door opens.
You guys probably hear us like outside wrenching on
Yeah,
the door.
you definitely heard like there was a significant gunshot indoors. Like that was not silenced at all. And Bertha was like shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Longbow's like, come on. Gotta go.
Yeah, Deacon would be like, we gotta get that rubber. If you can take them out, take them out.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and take some pot shots.
Okay. So let's see about breaking the door, and then we'll see about doing some pot shots.
Okay.
Okay.
I got nothing quiet left, so I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah. I do kind of feel like if we're just like leveraging the door and like using this mirror to like pry it open, that kind of feels more athletics than mechanics to me. That
makes sense.
Yes. No. That's cool.
It's one of those. Okay. It's one of those. Knowing where to pry is sometimes more valuable than.
I mean, it's 1 and 1, and at this point, gunshot. It's like thematically in my head, we're just
one of those costs a ration, though.
Yeah. See.
Well, one of them costs a ration, and the other one costs a charge off of a toolkit that you don't have. So.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm kind of like,
And then he
I'm running.
comes back.
An improvised tool
Excellent
off the side
point.
of a van.
I mean, I appreciate it, but that's the whole reason. Now that I don't have to worry about shooting in this round, at least right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I can spend the ration.
Yep.
All right, I got a 2 on the red die. Okay, 4. We'll do it.
Okay.
On the 4, so.
All right. That's good. Yeah, you're able to like, all right, if I put it here, that's gonna pry this little like Hello Kitty like gym locker lock. Like just
Oh my god.
bing.
Remind me to
And
get a
those things are so easy to.
give.
They're
Next-
metal. You gotta try to like put some force behind it.
No,
Give
I'm
me
saying
some
they're
love.
so easy to twist style and
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I'm getting criminality for somebody who's in the weed game that has 0 criminality is kind of stupid. So I'm getting
I have
criminality.
criminality. I just don't have a kit.
That's part of why you keep ending up owing so much money is because you don't have the criminality to know
You're
how to
just-
price things. Like
I have
I'm
criminality. I
fixing-
just don't have the kit. That's the problem. I need the kit.
I'm fixing that.
Okay.
But
okay,
yeah,
so
I got
yeah,
it.
I mean you're able to pop this lock off and you can like unravel the chain that's here around the door.
Is that another is that a stealth check to keep it from catching attention?
Oh, it is now. That's
Fuck, why do I talk? Why did God give me a tongue to say things?
I was about to ask, can I roll to shoot the 2 zombies on the other side of that door? But I'm glad that you have now put us into a stealth roll. Longbow will do this part because you pried the thing. Longbow was ready, I'm sure, to unravel the cable, the chain. So I'll roll that.
Appreciate that.
it was one of those dinky little Hello Kitty locks, but it was like the big serious I'm a big city bike
Okay.
messenger chains.
God damn it.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay, so thank goodness my stealth is a 3 because I got a 9 over 8.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're here like feeding it through and kicking it out, setting it down on the ground, you pick up that view like there's 2 like basically directly inside the door here between you and where there's this like
I'm just gonna like seize. And I'm not setting that chain on the ground. It's going into my ammo box.
Okay, that still counts as 1 haul. All right.
Why don't just give up good bike messenger chain? All right,
That's
cool.
good chain. We
That's
could
good.
use that.
That's good shit. I'm just waiting for you to say, all right, fine, you can take your waste not want not. That's all I want.
Sure.
I'm just gonna keep
Sure,
picking shit up until you give it to me.
That's and that's the thing. I'm never gonna remember them. So if that's what you're trying to do, tell me.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Like, no,
I'm
take a
trying
will
to-
for that. That's
Sweet.
This is 5 pounds of rattling metal that we could just as well leave behind, but no, we're gonna put it into another metal container to rattle even more and take it with us. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, no, that's worth the will.
Disadvantage. Is there a disadvantage in this game?
But whenever I need to use this big ammo box as a cudgel, it's ready, right? It's got all the heft I need for it to really wreck somebody.
David.
You're wearing the red market's equivalent of plate armor at this point.
All right, I think that's my whole action, right? Because I mean, he's gonna pop the thing, and I'm gonna take the thing off. I mean, we're in combat rounds, right? This feels like we spent our combat turn. I mean, I want to do more stuff. I want to shoot these things, but it just feels like we did a lot here.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
Is there a way for me to stick my hand out in to just hold on, David? Now wait. To try to get there. I'm not saying anything. I ain't doing nothing other than sticking my hand inside to wave to give a signal that we are coming in. We just heard a gunshot. The last thing that Bridget wants to do is get lit up by either whoever fired that gunshot in the sense. Because we heard Mirtha say, got him. So we know dude's dead.
Yep.
Also, she has not given Rigid any confidence in the sense that she is combatively not triggered right now and will open fire on anyone.
Fair enough. I just
feel
like
offended
the
for my
idea.
character.
I just like the idea that like Longbow says there's 2 zombies casualties just in there, and you're like, let's stick my hand in and just give it a wave.
What's in the box? Death.
I'm put my hand in there, shake it around a bit.
I'm just gonna cut myself on the glass. Oh, the blood draws their attention. Yeah, that's.
Don't do that to me. Then I recant everything I just said.
Too late.
Yeah, you can like lean down through the see through the thing, like you can see like the silhouette of like the catwalks and stuff up there, and be like, no, like give some signal. I'm not sure who's facing that direction and can see that far through the stuff that's in there, but people were like trying to pay attention, so
we knew what they were going to do.
Yeah.
Good point.
I am going to shoot a casualty.
One of the ones by the door?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that with a 9/6.
Okay. So I think, Richard, you lean down and like you look through the thing, and you're like, there are these 2 guys, two casualties, like kind of like swaying back and forth there. And you're like, hey, it's us. Don't kill us. And like the one that's like right next to the door, just like thunk right into the head, and like smacks against the door and like lands on the ground.
Bridget is like, yep.
I'm gonna spend my twitch.
Okay.
That is a 1/9. No, other way. 1 under 9. And I don't have any will, so that's just gonna go long.
Richard leans down. It's like, no, it's us. And like the casualty slumps against the door. It's like, okay, they're paying attention. Their faces are, and like arrow comes through the window, like showers broken glass over you guys.
Oops.
Jesus Christ! Just as quiet.
Longbow shoots. Oh shit!
It wasn't a crit fail. It was just a fail.
But that's what he's like. He's like as quietly. He's like, "Oh Jesus!" Is he just like
to Deacon? I got the first one, but I may have hit Rigid. Just kind of, oops.
I was like, that arrow blew a giant hole in that wall.
She's powerful. She's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
Hit that window. The window was already half cracked. It was just being like, it was just what it took to finish it off.
As somebody who's been in many of them factories, Mike, even those are meant to not shatter. So, like, her doing that is like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rubber nipple factory in Oklahoma. Who was ever gonna rob it? They went cheap.
They went cheap on the windows. Yeah.
It's like one of those like almost like plastic panes. Like you just kind of flick it and it rattle.
Let's go the other way. These are like uranium tipped compound
bow.
Hell yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
The windows, the windows can be heavier, and it's the arrow comes through and lodges in it. Like,
Plutonium tipped arrows.
I'm just gonna sit here and like, dink, like the end of the arrow, like
they're vibranium tipped.
Cast off trails of blue energy as they fly through the air.
See, now we're spinning stories. This is good. This is what we want.
This is we're going too
Now
far.
that's storytelling.
This is gritty economic horror. Come on, that's not what we're here for.
They cost so much. Ooh.
Oh, if you hadn't have wasted it, you could have gotten so much bounty for that arrow. Yes. Okay, there is still one casualty directly inside the door. It's where like this like stuff just hit the windows. It's gonna turn to face where Longbow and Rigid are at, I think. The thing standing next to it just slumped down onto the floor making noise, and like something hit the window, and like so it's gonna turn around and face you guys and like head towards the door.
Okay.
Do you want to shoot it, or do you want me?
Yeah, if it's our turn, I want to do something about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I would love to.
How long do you want to spend debating it before it can like get to you for
No,
real?
I just didn't know when it was my turn to shoot the thing because I want to shoot the thing like right now.
Let's shoot the thing.
Shoot
David.
the thing.
All right, good stuff. Also glad I'm good at shooting. It's a 5 over 4. It was almost a fail.
Okay.
Let me burn 1 second. Let me burn some of my gear. One of my charges on the rifle. Okay. All right. And yeah, so that was a 5 over 4 for shooting that casualty.
Okay.
Does that knock it out?
Yeah, it heads for the door, and you're like, pink, and it just like slopes down.
Okay.
Like goo sprays across that main. Insert bars of raw rubber here, like in like big yellow strip with like black letters and like angled caution.
Yeah.
Insert rubber here. No arms, Phil, is like handwritten underneath.
No arms, Phil. Phil, keep your arm out of this machine, or it's going with it.
Man, this thing wasn't big on OSHA, was it?
No. I'm gonna spend a twitch to do a second shot.
Okay.
Feeling safe since the two closest to the door down. I'm gonna shoot one of the other casualties that's in this partition.
In this kind of like the area where they would be loading stuff and then like bringing it out to like load it in.
Yeah, the ones that are over by the guy who's strung up, or maybe they're eating the other guy. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are occupied that you can see from here.
Yeah, and there's only 6 on this side, right?
And there's 6 that are kind of like nearest to you that aren't involved in like all that other stuff that's nearby. Like if you opened like these big like garage door type things, these would be the 6 things directly inside it facing you.
Got it. Yeah, I want to start clearing those because we need. Rigid and I aren't covered in the goop. We're not going to be able to hide from these things when you start clearing them. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to shoot another one. Or shoot at another one. Sweet. That is a miss because that's a 3 under 10. So never mind. That is all I'm doing this round. Is that 2 shots?
Yeah, I think you may have to like kind of like work your way into the angle of the door frame in order to be able to like clear where there's guys are at, kind of over to that side.
Yeah, and Longbow definitely moves tactically, right? Like he knows how to like cut the pie on a door and all that kind of stuff to only expose so much of himself because there was a shooter in there, there was a bad guy in there. He's down, I hope.
There was a bunch of bad guys in there.
Yeah, sometimes.
I hope he's down.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we don't really have like an action order here, so who else has something they want to do?
I mean, I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot now. Like if I see him move, and like I've spent enough time with Longbow to realize, oh, we're in tactical movement now, and he's like, all right, just like the training, and he goes and covers the other side of the door and aims for a casualty.
Okay.
I mean, that's good. That's 9. Mother of nope, it's a tie after my thing, so it's still a fail.
Okay.
I'm gonna spin.
But it's a modified fail.
Yeah, it's a modified fail, but I'm gonna spin and flip my die.
Okay.
So it's a 10 over 8.
Okay. Yep. You nudge yourself in. Yeah, one of them goes down.
And then I'm gonna use. There's none like we took care of the 2 closest ones, so there's still a couple combats away. That I'm gonna just a clarification.
Yeah. Like they're probably starting to notice that there's like stuff going on over there and like turn their attention, but this is gonna be
okay. I'm gonna use my Twitch. Yeah. I'm gonna use my Twitch to go ahead and pop another shot.
Cool.
There we go. 7 over 4.
Okay. Yeah. You fire. There's It costs you like 2 every time you use the gun, so like there's probably that one like, and like it's like through the shoulder, like dang it, like that time it catches it in the head, it goes down.
It's like what he did, like the first one, it's chest head. He's remembering Longbow's like center mass head.
Yes.
This one, shoulder, center mass. Damn it, head. Got it.
Gotta get him up there.
Center mass doesn't matter in the casualties.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Martha, Deacon, anybody else want to?
What should we do?
Well, we got to get to the rubber. And it seems like going down the ladder into that cage section isn't the way to do it, since there's a guy being consumed against the gate out of that. So I think Deacon's gonna be like, we need to get around down to where they're at so we can move in and grab that rubber and get out.
Yeah.
But we also need to get, I ain't got nothing, like, I'm all out, and he'll kind of like show the empty clip on his pistol, so I can't do anything from up here.
Do you want to move down the same way they did? And I can keep taking pot shots?
If we can.
If we could have split up?
What do you think?
I think they're going to need help moving the rubber, and I can get out of here faster.
All right. Kind of look at her.
She'll look really unsure back at him, but like nods.
Hey, remember that there's that ladder over there and then a clear path out.
Yeah.
Just be on the other side, but
if it gets too much, I'll run. You be careful.
All right. Now then Deacon's gonna head out to group up with Longbow and Rigid.
Yeah. Which way is he going?
I think that fire escape, didn't they go, they went like fire escape and then down, right? To get on the other side.
Yeah, they
of
did
that
fire
building.
escape to roof and then back down another ladder.
Yeah, so that's what he's gonna try to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know how long that takes, but he's gonna head that way.
Yeah, it's probably not going to take too long. I think the only part of that that's going to be a check would be trying to do stealth down the backside to not draw attention.
Okay. So ration and stealth?
Yep.
I'm going to have to flip that. Yeah, spin my will to flip it. That's a 12 over 2.
Okay. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Compared to what that could have been, that is excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're able to get down the backside there as Rigid and Longbow are probably still clearing inside that doorway. Yet you're like coming down. Let's see. So Martha.
Can I push on my weak spot and taking care of everybody by being Overwatch?
Sure.
Thank you. Good God. Gotta roll back on a refresh. Holy shit. I am going to shoot one of the zombies that are close to the rubber. The casualties.
Right. The ones that are back in the loading dock area by where all that stuff is in the door. Okay.
Yeah. That is 7 over 6.
Okay. Yeah. You that shot from all the way. Or what were you using? Were you using your bow, right?
I'm using my bow.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You take the shot. Bonk. Right through. Another one. Actually, that one doesn't fall down to the ground because like it pins him to the garage door.
Nice.
like rag dolls there.
I'll send my Twitch to take a second shot.
Okay.
That is double 6s. Shot
yeah,
2 of them.
That is through 2 of them. Like
that's all of them.
That's that vibranium tip there.
She got that video game cred.
Yeah.
Well, getting all Legolas over here. Yeah.
She good. She good at what she does most of the time.
Tell us what your ballet dancer eyes see.
Yes. Perfect balance at all times.
Yes. Total control.
I'm going to reposition so that I can shoot anything that starts coming for the guys.
Okay.
Like if casualties start to move so that I can shoot them from above.
Okay.
But hell yeah, long bow shot. You guys saw that.
Awesome. That's awesome. It's kind of efficiency we like to see here in the Incidentals is one shot, 2 kills.
Oh yeah. If anyone can appreciate that, it's long bow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Respect. Is this all of the casualties that are in this little area, or is there like a couple more?
There are more who are occupied with like the dude who's strung up on the fence and like the dude who went down over by the gate to like get into like by the machinery. They are not like separated from you. They're just like mostly paying attention to something else right now because there is an active meal directly in front of them.
Right. Do casualties act differently after they've been fed? Are they like more energetic, less energetic?
They are just consistently ravenous. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Gosh, I want to start clearing the ones off this guy because I want to see what this guy had on him, what his situation was. So I think while we move into this little warehouse area, Longbow is going to shoot a casualty that's currently chowing down.
Okay.
Hey, but what if they notice?
Well, I mean,
and then there's just like 1,000 of them that notice, as opposed to they're all busy.
It's not 1,000 though. It's like,
I mean, it's like a couple hundred.
But
like
there's
that
a
whole
fence
thing was full.
But there's
not
like
between us and them.
Oh. Hold on a second. So the loading bay I thought the loading bay had some casualties in it, and there's like this fenced in middle area that was then there was even more casualties on the other side. Or is this fenced in area like casualties could walk around left and right?
The fenced in area kind of like is in like sort of the center of the manufacturing floor.
Yeah.
So like
and things can just
walk
around.
They can kind of flow around the edges of it.
Gross.
There are some that are in this side specifically because they are by where you get into the fenced area and the fence itself. And then there are more on like the far side of all the machinery.
Got it.
On like the front end of the factory floor.
Okay.
And you're in like
I
the
just
back
remember
end of the factory floor.
I just remember originally it being more casualties than we could possibly have bullets.
Yeah, no.
And we're already low on ammo.
Yeah, I thought there was something else keeping us from keeping the back from all those guys. Okay. Good.
No, this is a very dangerous run we're about to do, but
yeah.
Then I will start looking for rubber.
Okay. So yeah, basically around this big hopper area here, there are a bunch of boxes that have bars of unprocessed raw rubber to go into this whole hopper mechanism to go into the processing machine. There are enough boxes for it to be about 8 haul worth.
For how much? I'm sorry, I sneezed as you said
8.
words.
8 haul.
I have 1.
2.
2, I think, here. Because I took a haul of potatoes.
You have 3 strength?
Mm-hmm.
So
have 2 strength.
Yeah, she's the strongest of us all.
Yeah, she just again compound bow plus a strength. That's like 100-pound draw.
I have nothing in intelligence or charm. Nada. I have 1 point that I had to put there. No skills. 8 haul worth of rubber.
How much did we need?
I think we get paid Don't
for
get
how
paid
much
by.
haul we can take.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't actually
It was a
remember.
flat payment for the job. I think.
Oh,
he
was it?
asking- Yeah.
Mm.
I think if you show up with less than like
Well, it sounds like we can take at least 6, right?
7, 6, yeah. Like if you
Yeah,
show
we
up
can,
with
we can
less
take
than
6
6,
without dropping something.
he's gonna start being like, "This isn't enough. What are you doing?" kind of deal.
Okay.
I mean, I could not take some potatoes and carry 3 haul instead, but I think that we can sell the potatoes or
Potatoes
do
would be-
nice things with them.
Well, here's the thing, right?
You don't have
So-
foresight, do you, Martha? No. Okay. Never mind.
I do. So actually, Mike, this is something that Longbow would be struggling with. Like, I've got this like dope ass chain and a really nice box that I know I can sell for something. But is that more or less than what I could get for this rubber?
If you went back, like he wants, like we're saying, he wants 6, right? Like you guys can
Right.
definitely carry 6 and meet it.
Yeah.
I think if you came back with more, he would probably shell out extra. He
Okay.
is probably more likely to pay you more for rubber than you're going to get for an ammo can and a big chain.
Okay.
And y'all know that I like spent time looking for this sounds so stupid. I spent time looking for good potatoes and taking a good chunk of them, or well, that I could fit. So
Yeah, it's just Longbow has his pack rat tendency here. So I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna roll self-control. Okay, if I fail my self-control, then I will keep a hold of my precious chain and box. If I succeed, then I will dutifully put it down to pick up one more load of rubber. Does that work for you, Mike? Because I really do feel like Longbow would be torn in this moment.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
which way it would go.
I've known other people before who've had to like, I'm going to make a wisdom save to decide if my character does the dumb thing or not. Because
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay. It's a 5/3, so Longbow does have the presence of mind to like put down the chain and the box and be like, all right, well, you're great, but this is greater, so I'm gonna do the thing.
so sad.
Yep, cool. I will dutifully carry my 2 haul worth of rubber, and
So is that 7 haul?
we'll need you to show up and carry some of this.
Right, I was gonna meet up with you guys to do that, but I figured you'd get it out first and then I can cover.
I don't know how that works.
Is that okay, Mike?
Oh, for them to like drag. Yeah. Like haul is like for you guys to like transport it back. Like dragging it out outside the door here so you can like, try to shut the door behind you or something like that.
Okay, cool.
So we're
Is there
taking
a roll for
7
that, or
haul.
does we just do that?
I think
mean,
we
we
can just do
drag
that.
8 out. I mean, we drag 8 outside and see if we can fit it.
I think the only thing I'd say there is like there might be like a stealth roll there to be like do it without drawing attention from these hordes that you're not really separated from. They're just kind of
Want everybody to
on
roll
something.
stealth, or
just pick one person to do it.
who has the highest stealth here?
Longbow can lead the stealth effort. In that, I have 3 stealth. Cool. That is a 9/5.
Okay.
So success.
Yes, that is success. He is able to kind of move some of these boxes, like heft them without groaning too much, and like move them over outside the door here, so they are in a position where you can get them out of the way.
Deacon's gonna be like, you want to use that chain to latch this back up?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I mean, I just don't want him getting spooked and stampeding out the door or something at us.
Yeah. So, Mike, we'll use the chain to redo the door, and then I'm just gonna take that mirror bar that we had a while ago, and I'm just gonna like jam it through the links in the chain, just so there's something kind of holding it. It's not even a lock, right? It's just like makes it harder for the casualties to push their way out.
Yeah.
You know,
I
maybe
think
spend some athletics to bend the bar, kind of deal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're able to like jury rig it into a position where like, they don't like casualties don't have a lot of fine motor skills to like, oh, I'm gonna untie and knot like kind of deal.
Yeah.
If it's like kind of like tucked under itself a couple times, it'll be pretty good. I think as you guys are like back outside here and kind of like circling up and like figuring out what to do with these kind of bins of raw rubber, one, you'll hear several more rounds of like kind of like wet, like splorch, 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 as like zombies like
sweet
out in the back.
I'm gonna just like real quiet, like Langbao is gonna be like, folks, I wouldn't look to any ridge lines or anything like that while you're now. Let's just focus on our task that we're all involved in right now.
You've had cool. Who are they?
Just helping us out, clearing a path.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we've got 2 for me. Longbell's got 2. Hall. Ridge's got 1.
I got
2. I think Deacon's gonna look and be like, "We got 1 more. Anybody fit it?"
I guess real quick before we go to that, am I able to get out?
Yeah, you can get around to where like the fire escape was and go like the same route that everybody else has taken.
Okay.
By get it around in there.
I mean, there's that vehicle over there.
Nope.
Oh, well.
Don't even look at it.
I think as Mirtha is coming down it, you will hear like a kind of a grinding metal screech from over by like that back gate as that storage container unit like moves. And 2 guys, if you're like looking that way, you'll notice that like there's a woman up on top of it who like kind of like takes a knee, like does like kind of a 3-point stance with like a rifle up. And 2 guys come in around the edge and they're like looking and sweeping, and they head over towards the van.
Martha looks spooked because she wasn't expecting any of that.
It's all right. They're just helping us out. Vans for trade.
So I think there's 2 guys there. One, I think they're both African American. One of them is sort of, he's not short, but he's kind of like narrow and wiry. He's wearing like these big silver, like mirrored aviator sunglasses. He's still dressed a little flashy for like stuff that's like been dying for like 5 years for clothing. And then like the other guy is he's real tall. He's big. He's a big guy. And the smaller one, as they get close, will be like, pleasure doing business with you, and like get into the passenger seat, and like the big guy will get in and like start it, and you hear like the electric engine like start to whir up, and they'll like start to back away.
Whoa. Hey, partner. Big guy.
Rigid. Hey, man.
No.
This is all a done deal.
Wait. Give me a second. Hey, we're not looking for the vehicle. You can keep the vehicle. But we do need a ride.
I don't think we do. I don't think we mess with these guys, dude. They just cleared a whole yard. I don't even think it was these 3 that did it.
Fine. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where y'all are from. You know, you need stuff if you're ever headed north of here. You go look for Affle House.
Waffle House or Awful House?
Affle House.
Gotcha. I hear you. I'm a little bit of a deal maker. What should we call you if we need to get in contact?
You just find us at Affle House. You go to Affle House, you ask for Dexter.
Gotcha. Appreciate you.
They back out. They turn around. They go over by the shipping container, and like the woman like drops down on top. They leave.
Oh, in this timeline, she lives. That's awesome.
Martha joins the guys. She has cuts all over her, like face, arms, hands, just everywhere. Are you all okay? Anything happen? Well, other than whatever that was.
A little assistance, but everything's okay. We all made it. Thank you for
Overwatch.
Mm-hmm. I need to fix you up.
I was about to say, it's like you talking about us looking okay. What happened to you?
He had a bomb thing.
Fuck.
I don't know what it was like. Sharp, and I got tangled up in it.
Can I see what it was? Can I see like the like telltale signs of a?
Should show her leg because that for sure got hit.
Yeah, I think there's also probably a noise from inside, like that corner where like over by the door by the gate into the fenced area, like that same noise happens again. Because he had another one on him and they just set it off.
I'm sure they did. Damn it! I really wanted to look him over. All right, cool. That would have been choice to get a DDJ out of the deal, but I see how it is. These guys leave though, right? With the little like, they leave the thing open.
Yeah,
and they leave. Did they kill everything in this yard, or just the things in our little zone here?
The things that were like direct path, right? Like they cleared themselves a good wide swath to be able to get in here and like get that thing out between whatever tents were left and enough space at the back of the gate to drive it through.
Yep.
Are we gonna light this place up?
I think Rigid was talking about selling it.
But it has a bunch of casualties in it.
And there are two groups of people who love to take care of casualties.
But no.
While they're talking, I'm gonna loot the field.
Look, scavenge check.
Yep.
Look, we're trying to get out of here. My job as the person who wrote this contract is to make you money. This is two groups will pay a lot of bounty for a place like this. That school is small fry compared to this. And she seems like crazy enough to send a team over here.
We just killed 6 people because they were keeping the casualties prisoner.
But we killed 6. First of all, they were meek, not people. We killed 6 meek. I'd much rather give this place over back to groups that are either going to quote unquote take care until the pastor, the great coming or whatever, or
man, I don't know. I ain't involved in all that.
Well, what I mean, you ran into the shepherds, right?
I don't know what it's a little different every time. That's the kicker, man.
Hey.
Right, but the deacon teaches that we need to send them off to heaven. Send them off. I don't want to.
I don't like leaving. I don't like prolonging their suffering or nothing like that.
Look,
that's all they're gonna do. The shepherds or the others.
I can't kill them all today.
We don't have the equipment, and by the looks of it, the people who just left might have had the equipment, but they weren't looking to do deals. So it's gonna sit here, and that's only gonna give the meek time to come back, because somebody's gonna come looking for that. Why their vials haven't shown up. So do you want the meek to have this, or do you want what are their names, Mike?
Shepherds or
the shepherds.
Euphoria.
Or Euphoria. I was like, I'd much rather have either the No, they're not that bad. I almost said Westminster Baptist, but they're not that bad. I'd much rather either have church-going people with guns or hippies with guns who don't want anyone to mess with these casualties outside of the meek who want to not only mess with the casualties, but they were using this as a farm. And if we can make some bounty on top of that, by all means, because we don't have the means to destroy. Trust me, I'm with you two. I want to destroy this place, but we don't have the means. So if we don't have the means, let's make some money. And I want to use my tough spot as hustler to get a will back.
If you do that, you're going to end up owing people money.
Well, then no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to owe money.
I think Martha bites her lip, not sure what to say, and looks over to Deacon. Like she's undecided, but she'll listen to Deacon.
We can't kill him today. And I don't have any plans to come back. Sitting here either way. I can't do nothing about it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm not involved in it.
You'll just get your payment like always, Deacon.
But we can't. Martha, I understand. If we had the time and resources, we could get rid of them, but we can't. Just like there's about 5,000 of them in the road that way. Can't do nothing about it.
Okay.
You can only do what you can. Speaking of things that we can do, we got about three more hulls of rubber sitting here. Martha, what can you carry?
I can carry 2. Maybe mix them up amongst the potatoes, but I have a bunch of potatoes that I was going to take back to the elevation.
Does somebody want to make a foresight check with the potatoes?
I can make one. Yeah, I can make one.
Make a foresight check.
6 over 3.
6 over 3? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those came from a DHQS farm, which means that they are probably seeds that came from a biocorp, which means that they are quite likely totally sterile. Like they're not going to be able to plant these and grow another crop of potatoes.
Man.
What?
Yeah,
Why? Why? Sorry.
Because they're genetically engineered. To
Martha
not
will
produce
say
another
that
generation of
after.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Martha will say that after Deacon tells her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deacon be like, I mean, that'd make us a couple good meals, but you can't plant those. Or DHQS.
Why not? Like
they don't grow.
You'll probably start to realize like they're perfectly smooth. Like there's no eyes on them, right? Like the little where like the roots branch off that you would like cut out. Like
gotta make money somehow,
put them in there.
Martha.
Look, there's no lower form of human than a DHQS bureaucrat making decisions for the people out here in the loss.
That's saying something after you just etched in 3 extra marks for Meek.
Oh, well, that's the Meek side. I got 4 today. Still got my other side for DHQS. I only got 1 of those.
Fair enough. That's fair.
oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. They're awful people.
Well, also like someone could have mentioned that back on the truck.
I didn't know that.
I'd have been paying closer attention. I would have.
Same.
Yeah. I know she picked him up.
But it tracks. As soon as you said something, Deacon, that all fits. That's their MO.
So dumb. This would have been good for the farmhand. Fuck. Yeah, I guess I can take the rest of it then. Fuck it.
Let's eat these up today.
Yeah.
Let's get something out of that. Starch will go.
I mean, I'm still gonna take a couple. I'm just not hauls.
I was about to say, I was like, I get what y'all are saying, but like, French fries.
Cargo pants. I can put a couple in.
I was like,
yeah, we'll make the potatoes happen.
I was like, hey, look, like I'm thinking, it's like, man, Ash makes some really good like waffle fries.
Yeah. We'll take this 1 haul of potatoes up to Affle House. They'll pay us. Those hash browns don't make themselves. All right.
They don't make themselves.
Mike, can I roll another detachment?
Cheese grater and a potato. And we're in business.
Oh no, it's 10 over 9.
Okay. Nope.
Oh man, Martha, can I take a look at you? You look banged up, all the hell.
Fine.
Okay.
She doesn't stop him, but fine.
I'm worried about you. Today's been tough.
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend my last will to flip these. Because it was a 1 under 10, and now it's a 10 over 1.
So I need to pull up the
no,
notes
this is not my
about
last
first
will.
aid.
This is the will I would have spent. This is the will I got for being a little pack rat.
Right. Yep.
Yep. That's why I'm
So
spending
I
that one.
think. Hang on.
Oh, can I only do 1 damaged area?
I mean, I'm damaged in so many.
Yeah, a taker can make only 1 successful first aid check per location.
My
so
torso,
you'd be able
like,
to you'd be able to do a check and heal a location for Mirtha. But that's it, right? Somebody else could, if they had first aid, could then try to do another hit location.
Oh.
I mean, I'm 4 down in torso, so that might just be the best.
So you get 10 in torso.
Okay.
So 8 of that.
Yeah, wherever
takes
you're hurt the
everything away.
most is where he's going to focus then.
How's
Say
your
what,
arm
Mike?
looking?
I have 8 stun in my right arm and 2 kill. Like, I have 2 kill everywhere, but 4 kill in my torso. So.
Yeah, that's enough to take care of the kill to the torso, and like totally clear that out.
How many charges we got left?
Despondent, like just looking away. Like before, the last couple of times you've like worked on her, she's like looked at you and like been, I don't know, kind of there, and she doesn't seem to be now. And if that's still a part of shock from earlier or what, she's just kind of like looking away and letting you work on her.
Yeah, as he's like kind of wrapping up, he's like, I think I've done all I can for your midsection here. I know that Rigid has some first aid, right?
Yeah.
Rigid,
Deacon's
mind?
got it too.
Oh, you do? Okay. You guys, if you don't mind sitting here a spell, I think all of us could take a.
Yeah. Let me take a look at that arm of yours. Let me see what I can do about it.
You guys don't have to worry about it. It's okay.
The more that we can do out here, the less you got to spend back at the place. Because remember, this is all about freedom. Freedom takes that bounty. So the less we can do about that, less you spend it back home, better off. So let me just take a look real quick. And I want to use that freedom talk as my soft spot. Is that how that works?
What's your soft spot?
Freedom. Like he wants out, or he's trying to get out, and he wants his friends or at least his teammates to get out with him.
Sure.
Cool. It's strangely like usually he's very businesslike, but it's like this is his way of showing that he cares about you, like legitimately cares. So.
And
good.
I'm tracking the charges spent, Mike, on my sheet. So he just spent 1. We're down to 6.
Fucking crit. 10.
Oh shit. Cool. My right arm is the one with the stun damage on it as well. So
yeah, that's so what does critting on that do for me?
Doesn't really say.
That's when
you
I
get
crit.
nothing.
That's when it does. That's when I could. You dice are finicky today.
Like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give him a crit when he can't use it.
Well, we'll give him a crit when he can use. Right. You get the natural value of the black to spend to heal on the location that you were trying to heal. Right. So we'll do that. And then we can also say, since it was a crit, we'll take half that and use it on another location.
Okay.
Is that good? Like you're
So
getting-
are we saying the right arm is fully healed of stun and kill?
What boxes were on the right arm?
I had
That was
8
like
stun and 2 kill. Yeah.
I'll
Get
take the
rid of
crit.
8 stun and turn the 2 kill into 2 stun.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
crit. I was gonna say, knock it all out, but okay.
Well, so what is more valuable? Having 2 stun in the right arm, and then more going to 5 more healing going to some other location.
Because you
that's
have
what
2
mine's
in the
offering.
head too. Do you have 2 kill in the head?
I do.
So that needs to go.
Yeah, yeah. Then let's do it like that.
And
Let's
5
knock-
will get rid of it. So
Okay. So then you'll have 2 stun in the arm, nothing in your head.
No kill on my
and-
arm, right?
Right, your arm is like no kill in your arm, 2 stun in the arm.
Okay.
Your head clears.
Okay.
And then just as that reminder about like when we do healing back in the elevation, 1 location of stun goes away for free. So like your arm will be fine and you'll just have to focus on the other stuff.
Okay.
And so Richard takes a good look at you. He's like, "There we go. Your head looking a little bit better."
Just kind of. Thanks.
No problem. Gotta keep my team healthy. I might be worthless at combat, but I got some kind of talent somewhere.
I mean, you shot that old lady pretty well.
That doesn't count.
There it is. There it is. By the way,
She says
speaking
it not looking at him,
Yeah.
not just off in her own world at the moment.
Right.
Speaking of shooting folks, I saw that arrow hit 2 and 1. That was solid. That's good work.
Thank you. I was worried about
You
you
are-
guys coming through the door.
Thanks. You almost tagged Rigid. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Remind me to always
Wow.
be on the back side.
I
Right.
was a
of shooting
little.
at-
Don't be downrange of her.
I was a little worried why he was coming through the door. She kind of smiles just a little bit.
Good.
do
My legs
do
are
I
still
also
hurt.
make a first aid?
Yeah, dude. There are more
You are
places on
welcome
her
to,
hurt.
yes.
Yeah.
There's so many
Like-
places.
9
Yeah.
over 4.
4. Okay. So is that modified 9 or
Modified 9.
What?
It's a natural 8.
natural 8? Okay. So that's 8 points to heal a location with. Is
I'll
everything
heal
else
that.
just 2 kills? Or
After that clear, it was just 2 kill in my left leg. So
Okay.
So I'm cleared. I have 2 stun in my right arm and 2 kill in my left leg.
see, Martha's fine. She's fine.
Yeah,
Back
she
up,
seems it.
sorted. All good.
All right.
Um,
Let's get out of here.
Sorry. Normally when Martha does something and she does it well, like she kind of buddies up to Deacon. But she doesn't do that this time. Like she'll like go over and like, push his shoulder or something. She doesn't do that. She just picks up the haul that she's been told to pick up and gets it set in her pack.
I don't think that's something that Deacon notices now, but he definitely will notice it later. Kind of deal.
I think, yeah, if nobody else picks it up, Longbow's gonna strike up a conversation on our way back while we're in transit.
Okay.
And he'll let everybody know that he picked up 6 bounty out in the field. If we get 2 more, it makes an even split. So we'll keep our eyes out.
I want to say we had 2.
We
Left
split the
over.
last time we had it.
Well, we had something left over from one that we couldn't split evenly.
Did we? Let me look.
yeah, like I think there's some that's like in the crew bank for right now. 'Cause it
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
didn't break down.
Oh right,
late
yeah,
at
we
the
had
time.
crew bank
And
stuff from last
I think
job.
that might have been 2. So
Got
then
it.
that would be 2
Yeah.
for everybody. But we can wait till we can double check that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it says extra stash 3 bounty in the cruise.
Got it. So when we get all the way back, we can square up easy. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Then yeah, we head off into the sunset to start the 60-mile walk back to elevation. And next time we start with like coming back in the gated elevation because we don't do legs on the way home.
5 miles in, like mile number 5, walking back, he'll turn to Longbow. He's like, you know what would be real nice right now, Longbow? A fucking van. That'd be nice. A ride.
hey, man, you know what's even nicer? Not having to fight our way out of that fucking place.
I mean, those two, that big dude looked nice. I mean,
He's
he
nice,
looked
but that was not the deal.
Sure, he was nice and friendly. It's the little weasel dude he was with that was the problem. That's
Yep. I'm sorry about not cutting you in on that one, Rigid. I was kind of came in on the wire hot. And,
I mean, shit. Homegirl can shoot. So yeah, I guess you're right on that one.
yep. Yeah, you saw me almost get tagged, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. That's why I got lower.
Okay.
But you never made any signal that I needed to be worried. So
Yeah, no, that was a negotiation after they already saved my hide once.
yeah, kind of got the weaker end of the deal, didn't you?
I did.
there will definitely at some point be a post on like the Lifelines forums that like you can track down where it's like it's talking about there. And there's a post by Black Orchid 916 that says, "You're welcome, assholes."
Black Orchid, I love it.
916. That's great. Love it. Thank you. Black and Orchid 916 writes. Yeah, and I think that like at some point, while we're hustling, if we can do a quick scene, or is it late? It's late. Should we pick
I
up
can-
character scenes later?
I can do either.
Great. So yeah, if we're good to go, then yeah, Longbow is gonna like, we're all probably like doing our thing. Longbow's in the back, right, and we break for potato stew, right?
Sure.
Potatoes.
That's right. And Longbow's probably like, hey, Deacon and Ridgewood, do you guys mind making the fire, and we'll go like set camp or whatever. We'll go catch some wood. And we'll be right back.
Yeah, I need to go. I got some recipes I've been wanting to try out anyway.
There you go. So while we're out, like looking for firewood or whatever,
Do you normally do the cooking?
I can cook. Mama didn't raise no fool. Now, granted, Ash is better, but he starts messing around.
I'm about to be like, Mirth, you all right? You've been a little different since we ran into those meat. They're not quite human, but you did kill one, and that can set somebody off on a weird dark path.
I don't know about. I mean, I'm not quite human either, so that's not really a big deal.
Well, you're human. You're probably the next step in humanity, if I'm honest.
She rolls her eyes at that.
I mean, there's not a lot of people with your gift.
Don't know if it's a gift so much.
Yeah, I hear that.
I just don't worry. She kind of fake a smile.
Okay. Well,
Don't. It's whatever, right? We're just trying to survive.
I guess I don't want to pry, but I feel like something's off, and maybe you're not comfortable talking to me about it. That's fine. But we're gonna be at this for a while together, and I don't know. It just feels like there's something interrupting flow here that I'd like to address if and whenever you're ready.
It's very kind of you. Longbow. I think you know how we just killed a bunch of people? The not people, and we killed people before that were, eating other people. People in this scenario are just bad. But I don't know, compassion maybe goes a long way. And I just don't feel very much like a person. And, being with you three, it makes me realize that, I'm different, expendable. That's okay. Because I have a thing you guys don't. And, if compassion isn't part of the gig, then I guess I need to make peace with that.
I don't see you as expendable. I want to make that clear. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way.
Does that look down, shrug?
Sure.
Or it is your fault, but it isn't your fault.
Sure. Yeah. Kind of dancing around it. Yeah, I get it. And he's like, look, what you have is definitely special, and sometimes it means that the situation makes it make more sense for you to be.
Oh, I don't
closer.
Disagree with that. I absolutely should be closer than the rest of you.
I want it to be clear. Part of me wanting to go down with Rigid today is because I don't like that you're always in that position. And I wanted you up and away from that huge horde of problems. And I know you're fast and you're strong and you would have been just fine, but I don't like that the group always puts you in that spot. It was important to me today that you were up on the catwalk, kind of away from all that, if even just once.
That's nice of you.
I don't know if I did the right thing in making that decision without talking to you about it. That kind of stuff is always really confusing for me. But I don't know. I guess I don't quite know the right way to talk to you about what you got going on, and if that feels like a burden or a relief or an anchor, I don't even know. And so quite honestly don't even know how to talk to you about it. And so when it comes up, it just feels like this big weight in the room.
I mean, we did just sort of discover it. I mean, I know I didn't tell you beforehand, but until we did a couple of these, it was kind of, wasn't sure if I could tell you. And I appreciate you looking out for me and not wanting to put me in danger all the time, but if one of those things gets a hold of you, it's better me than you. And I feel safer if you've got my back. A lot safer.
Okay. I can work with that. I think we've all got past. I think we've all got some secrets. I've been kind of holding on to something for a little bit, and I'm getting closer to being able to talk about it, but not quite yet. If you understand.
I do. I We'll be here for you, and I will listen when you're ready.
Okay.
Thanks, Longback.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad we talked.
Me too.
He like picks up like a stick of wood that's like stupid big, right? Like the dude thing where you pick up a piece of wood that's like not going to be useful, but you grab it anyways. Starts dragging it back.
It's just like, I'm just gonna let him.
Yep.
Just gonna pick up a couple other sticks and
that
be
are actually
very
going to be used.
Yeah, but also like that they're lighter, and we'll be very demure about it. Let him be the big guy, bringing back the log.
What are we gonna do with that?
What a big strong man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking maybe like a Yule log situation. You just feed it into the fire.
Anybody got a big knife? I can handle it. Give me.
I think
Hand
as
that thing
you
over
are
me.
walking back to the camp there, Longbow,
Yeah.
there is like a little like ding, 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 like text notifications that pop up.
Mm-hmm.
One has like a little blue-haired emoji next to it. It says,
Blue-haired emoji.
Good instincts. And then the next line says, all caps, not expendable. And then another one that says, maintain possession.
Yep.
And then you get one that says, notification from the first bank of the loss. You have been transferred 5 bounty.
Oh my god, my heart just sunk into my
What
stomach.
the fuck is that?
Oh no. Oh no.
Thanks for doing that for all the players. Yep. I'm just working on sweat over here. I've just been carrying this log all day. That's why I'm red. That's why I'm hot and sweaty. I'm just,
After that
strained.
touching conversation. Well, no, I guess they were listening, so that's great. Yeah. Touching conversation.
A bunch of times before when they've been like posting comments about like the things you're actively talking to people about. Yeah.
I'm not a person. I feel like a monster. Asset acquired.
This is one of those moments.
And then there are
like,
2 more emojis that pop up. One that's like pointing straight towards the camera, like at you, and one that's like,
right.
this thing. I don't know if I feel like I can talk about it.
Yeah, I got that, assholes. It's like, this is one of those moments where Longbow was like, man, I don't know. That doesn't feel good. Longbow was being genuine, and these guys just fucking pissed on it.
I'm gonna write. I won't write the other part in my notes, but I will write the Longbow being genuine part. So when you fuck me over later, it'll feel like even greater betrayal.
Yep. And I think that Longbow is gonna go back out and get another big piece of wood. It's just getting mad, like kick some shit off by himself, and then come back with another giant piece of wood. Look, guys, fire
right
for
after,
days.
right after Deacon's finished like breaking this huge thing into pieces
Yeah.
and like taking a knife and like cutting it into little strips. Just like
Longbow, we are not living out here.
Toss that back.
We are not living out here.
Put that thing.
Does
Put that thing.
Longbow
Right
like take the glasses off before he goes to do it? Be like, all right, no, I'm not like.
Yeah. So I'm just too sweaty. The glasses keep falling on my face. I'm gonna put it in my backpack. Go get another piece of wood. Get mad. He goes away. You guys can't see or hear him like kicking shit.
Oh yeah.
Just throwing a fit, and then comes back with this giant piece of wood. He's all sweaty and red faced.
So as he comes back and we look
he's
up,
making
it's
noise.
like,
You say that like,
Oh yeah. That's fine.
It is too late in the night to do that.
And he's like, and see here, Deacon, put a little paprika on here, and now it tastes like amazing little meat flavoring sauce. And we are here.
Rigid, look at me. We both know paprika don't taste like nothing.
Look,
that is for color. You sprinkle that on top of like potato salad to give it a little visual
look,
interest.
and that's why
that
you put
does
the
not
meat.
Taste like nothing.
It's all theater of the mind. Theater of the mind. We got a little meat flavoring right here. It's gonna taste like
Rigid.
steak and potatoes.
Rigid, you listen. Now I ain't seen a can of Tony Shastry's in about 3 years now, but It ain't got paprika in it. And Tony's Pastries has everything you ever need to put on food in it. So what that tells me is paprika ain't worth nothing.
Hey, look, I'm working with what I got here. I couldn't get any of the good spices. You know how expensive the spices were to get for the bar?
Why do you bring spices with you on the road?
Look, have you ever tasted game meat? It is
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah. Gotta put a little salt, little
Who are
pepper
you?
on it.
What? All right. Me and Ridge have discovered we have vast culinary differences. And we discovered that while I've been working for the past, I don't even know how long, to break up the largest piece of firewood I've ever seen in my entire life. And now I see him coming back, and I think he's got another one. And I'm about to have to tell him to just toss it somewhere. We could sit on that one.
I don't know. He thought we needed more wood. I think the potatoes taste good. Thank you.
Thank you. See, I got a fan.
Well, no, I said they tasted good. I can't really taste the paprika.
It don't taste like, that's right.
The pastor's not wrong. Look, I'm trying to look. When we did the bar,
I mean, I like my food pretty bland, so this is pretty good.
What a candid couple. I like bland foods. So this is pretty perfect for me.
So I just take a big bowl and just sit down and somewhat self-defeat. Like, damn it.
Mirth is not trying to be mean.
No, absolutely
both
not.
times that she has put thrown Rigid under the bus, she's been trying to be nice.
Yeah, no, and he's like, man, okay. It's just like, you know.
Listen, we're gonna eat it. We're gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna bless it. In the name of the Lord, it's gonna be healthy. Yeah.
As healthy as genetically modified potatoes can be.
But hey, listen, Richard, we're gonna pray.
Send us to
like
God,
we do
Pastor.
Every time we eat, and we're gonna pray that it gives us what we need. It's in the Lord's hands now.
Please give us what we need.
It's in the Lord's hands now.
Oh my God.
It's in the Lord's hands. Let's eat.
That's how we end this.
Tune in next Wednesday.
Tune in next Wednesday when we go give Menace all this raw rubber.
Get paid.
Get paid.
Make some
Y'all did real good on them healing checks because I was fucked up.
Yes, you were.
Thank God.
I was like, man, we're about to spend all our bounty and getting you back to full.
Back to health.
There's no way.
I was like, I know how this works. And I don't have to pay motherfuckers.
You almost tried.
Almost.
It's not something that you ask to do. It's something that I just get to do to you, and I just didn't.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the bad one. So
we'll see. We'll see who's in town when you get back.
Tune in tomorrow for Urban Shadows here on HSG.
Yes.
Tune in Saturday for Mass Effect. Still season
I don't think so because we've had.
Don't know.
It's the finale.
Don't know what the hell's going on in Mass Effect, but please come join us and the Con Save playing Mass Effect.
I know I got a Ymir mech that actually will do damage this time around.
Will it now?
I don't know. You don't have super crazy biotic powers like you did last time, Ethan, so you don't get to shred things.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know who does have crazy biotic powers?
That's how we plan our encounters now.
That one Vorcha that nobody likes.
We're in the middle of combat.
I haven't watched a lot of Mass Effect. It's not my game. I'm sorry. I just haven't liked this computer game. But what I did enjoy immensely was David's Vorcha MLM Hunbot. I love it very, very much. It made me very happy. It still does make me very happy.
The Vorcha, as a concept, just keep paying out. It's so good.
It's just a content generator, just like Casey.
Generates the content.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
Just
it's a
here to make shit
problematic content maker for a GM because boy, are they problematic.
Yeah,
Hey, well, you
there's
know
too
what?
many threads. There's too many. That's my mission, is to give you too much to pull on.
But the equivalence is great, right? The
Oh, yeah.
Vorcha is too much for you as a GM, and you just keep giving us content
It's just
all the time. So
it's
all of your
whatever.
GMs are very happy.
Yes, this is the what's the pet the
Coming around or whatever.
yeah I'm reaping what I sow. I caused
you go.
chaos,
Yep. Mhm.
and now
And then you allow David to be an object of chaos.
And here we are,
Not one character, a whole tribe of characters.
a whole tribe, a whole bunch of them.
Yep. All right, so we have lots of fun stuff brewing, and Blair loving the commentary in chat about the one Vorcha we hate.
Fuck that one Vorcha.
One more job. Well,
That's so
good
good.
news, he's not in this one because I dropped a mech right on y'all's head. So
That's right. We have to deal with the
got to
mechs.
deal with that.
Awesome. Well, everybody at home, we are going to find somebody to raid. Let me go look at the raid machine real quick. Oh my God, Womble-tastic is playing some Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, wolves.
We're gonna go raid the Wombles. Womble-tastic, he is awesome. He's out in New Zealand and he plays the Dark Souls. So we're gonna give him some love in the chat. Everybody, thanks a ton for tuning in and watching tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Mike, dude, this game is a blast.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Way to cut me at the knees in front of all the players. That was just phenomenal.
That was excellent.
It
That
was
was so well done.
chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's
I don't know.
kiss.
I don't know who this person is.
Oh yeah.
They're the
Oh, yeah.
best.
All right. Everybody have a blast over at Womble-tastic. We're gonna go raid him now. As always, have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.